What's going on, you guys, and welcome to another week of our fun little adventures of Dungeons and Baddies as we take off onto the world of Alexandria. Let's go ahead and welcome our party members. If you guys want to say hi, go ahead and say hi, and just shout out your name and what class you're playing.
Hi, I'm Mojo and I play Shonen Gold, and he is a young barbarian man.
Perfect.
Well, I'm Fritos. I play the bartender Raven Falcor, and yeah, he's a druid alchemist and has an evolving accent. We'll see where that goes today.
Perfect.
I'm Captain Ert, and I appreciate the drink, there, bartender.
Cheers.
Nice.
I'm Tax Stallion, and I play Tydax Truebolt, and he is a gnome artificer. He's an elderly gnome.
My name's Vandy, and I play an ASMR sorcerer.
Perfect. And then we're missing right now our dwarven ranger, Randman. Hopefully he joins us later, but we're going to continue on without him. So last session we met our new adventuring group, who you guys just met right now, where we found our druid bartender, Raven, manning the helm at the Rusty Spade, where he then runs into our ranger dwarf, Randman, on his way to drop off some vegetables and sell his blasted donkey before he joins the Elysian army. They run into a down for her luck witch who plays the victim card. She does the classic generosity prank that every good YouTuber does, where she pretends to be homeless and then sees if anyone will help her and gives them a gift generously. Raven gives her the tips from what he earned in the bar and then lets Raymond take the blessing instead, where he earns himself a new eye in a truly horrifying scene for my players. So we then meet a troubled student named El Redeem, who gets kicked out of class again due to a failed magic experiment. He then runs into Tydax, who gets rejected for trying to sell yet another one of his inventions. El Redeem tries to cast some magic again and teleports them somewhere completely random. Good on El Redeem for using magic. As we then move to the courtyard where we see Sarge getting his recruits in shape, we hear him yell at a few of them and talk before the Captain Ert shares a hearing speech to get them amped up and ready to go. The recruits then run an obstacle course where Shonen beats the course record and runs through his boots. And then they embark on a special assignment where Captain Ert will show some of his skills that he learned from war. On their way, they notice no guards in front of the king's throne, where they rush in at the exact same time as the rest of the crew arrives at the same scene to see their death of their king. Before really getting a chance to see the scene, they rushed out of the throne room to run into the guards waiting to arrest them. They then try to sneak out of prison, and as they get to the end, they run into the rest of the guards who are trying to execute them for treason. And right before they're executed, High Priest Joseph, their savior, comes and pardons them and sets them up for the new adventure. So it's been about a week since that has all happened. They have basically been trying to use this time of mourning for their king as proper customs has been going on. Essentially, the entire city now is getting ready for the burial of the king now. So they're all kind of getting ready for it. So adventurers, it's been about a week. What have you guys been doing? Again, you guys haven't been able to really leave the cathedral. You guys have been kind of stuck inside there. But what have you guys have been kind of doing in the last week or so? Each one of your characters.
Who starts off?
Whoever wants to.
Take it away, Captain.
Take it away, Captain.
So Captain Ert obviously very distraught with the king's death, but he can't let everybody in his group know basically how he's feeling. So instead, what he decides to do is just back up his training, make sure he sharpens his blades, and make sure they don't dull. and then he also is basically just finding out as much research as he can about these artifacts that we need to find in order for our campaign to be successful moving forward. And then he is also just seeing and kind of doing his research, finding out who could potentially have caused the king's death, because Captain Nerd obviously knows it wasn't him.
Yeah, what are some who are some of the thoughts or people that you think are been going on, or like what's going through Captain Hurt's mind right now in this situation?
So far, Captain Erd has just kind of he's not sure exactly who the culprit is, but he does think a group in Mycelium might have been the cause of it. He knows that they have been in Mycelium. They have been already kind of gearing up and already had some attacks going on. So he suspects that there might be somebody over there doing that, but he hasn't been able to gather as much information as he would have liked, just for the sole reason that he hasn't really been able to leave the cathedral, and he also hasn't been able to communicate with a bunch of other people outside of that. But that's his current working theory.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Who is next?
Shonen. Shonen has been basically in forced labor essentially all of his life. So I think he would have taken this as like his first opportunity to like sleep in. Like essentially like they're like in this holding period. So he probably just would have done nothing for a while and like relished in being like, I could just stay in this room for a while. But then I think after like the novelty of that would probably wear off after a day or two. And because he is like a young man, he would probably start to get like antsy and be kind of like pacing around and stuff like that. And then I think eventually he would not necessarily like join in with Captain Ert with like training, but he would be like, you know, coming in after like Ert was done with his training to like, oh, I'm gonna go lift weights and practice with my swords, etc., or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said swords. Will you be using a sword, or were you thinking of more like boxing?
No, I think he would still be doing boxing, but I'm imagining that like I know that it sounded like already had one. So basically like that was like the equipment available to him or whatever was there.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely. I love it. Anybody else? Well, everybody else, sorry.
So Raven, in his free time as a bartender, unbeknownst to his mother, who would definitely disapprove, has taken up reading about alchemy in order to improve his cocktail skills and make more fancy and fun drinks. So he is currently been trying to put some of his limited knowledge to the test to try to see if he can come up with a concoction to deal with this spell that is linking all the players together. So obviously he's not having much success, especially in a week time, but that is what he's up to.
Gotcha. Let's hear some of the potions that you have been trying to create at this point.
So he's been doing a bunch of reading, trying to see if he can find anything about spell breaking and curse breaking. He did test out a couple drinks on some frogs, one which turned the batch of frogs into skeletons, just completely eviscerated their bodies. So he is currently has not tested any of these drinks on himself. So sorry,
they're
Pete.
not live tested. Sorry, PETA. Yeah, absolutely. No frogs were harmed in the making of this D&D podcast. So
only in my head.
Don't worry. Only in the world of theater. But yeah, we'll go with El Redeem or Tydox next.
So, first question: is there a secluded courtyard?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, in the middle of the cathedral for sure.
Okay. Alredeem would probably have been trying to hone his skills, trying to figure out why he isn't exactly casting what he wants.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay.
And again, add your spell modifier and
10.
perfect. So during this time, what were you trying to cast?
Simple spells like light, blade ward, simple protection, or stuff like that.
Perfect. So a lot of times what you've been trying to do, when you move your hand, one of those times you had cast essentially a large field of oil had appeared all over yourself, and you were like, this isn't what I wanted to do. And then another time, you basically gained the status effect called confusion, where you were just unaware of what was going on. And you were just struggling, your head was diving, you're like, and then eventually you would have given up on trying to cast magic for that day. But in that, knowing your student, you'd continue to go in and try to continue to hone your skills. So, but those are kind of what the magical spells were. So at this point, you guys haven't heard from Randman the whole time. And so Randman is devastated. He's off trying to figure out what's been going on with that donkey and trying to get it sold. He's trying to get money from anybody who'll listen to him in the cathedral to pay for the vegetables and send it off to his family. And so at this time, you guys basically it's the morning. And
DM, you missed one.
Hi, Doc's turn.
Hi.
Oh, did I? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's
My
all
bad.
right.
My bad. Tylex, what's up?
So it's
It's so small.
Tylex. It's just
He's
he's
so
looked
small.
right over the guy.
So it'll
He's tiny. He's a tiny little gnome. My bad.
But
That's on me.
But truthfully, it kind of fits into the character because he probably would have been trying to investigate things that this cathedral had around to get some inspiration and working on his projects. Like he's once the spell was cast on them, he was a little shooketh, and he really felt some urgency to try to learn as many things about this cathedral as he could.
Mhm.
And find things that would possibly help him or spark that, the little inspiration that might help them complete this.
So when you're talking about inspiration, are you looking for facts about the church? Are you looking for magic around the church? What are you specifically looking for?
He probably would have, because when that got cast, it was an intense spell. It was a high level spell. He probably would have been investigating because he's never been in a place of worship probably in his life. So he wants to look around for anything that kind of has that aura. Like he's also probably trying to test his little tinkerings while going through and doing a little bit of flavor text fairy fire to highlight important items on things, or doing the identify with his signature goggles to see if he can come up with something.
For sure. Could you roll me either a history or an arcana?
Hell yeah. Actually, those are both really good. I think, though,
Again, you guys can use either D&D Beyond or you can use real dice.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna roll a history because I have 12.
So essentially what you've learned in this time of trying to do some research, trying to understand, you don't find any source of real magic. You have learned that this church is basically, or this cathedral is dedicated to the nun.
I'm so sorry. Artificer's Lore says add twice your proficiency bonus. That only added 1/7.
So it should add it automatically.
Does it automatically do it? Okay.
D&D Beyond.
It was a poo-poo roll, so it hurts my heart. But either way.
I'll pull up just in case to see if it's double proficient on it already. Should have 2 lines around it, but
it says proficiency. because I have proficiency, and then
History.
disadvantage. But the only ones I have are proficiency in history and Arcana, intelligence, and persuasion.
So you would have
Wait,
added 2 more to that roll, so 16.
2. Okay.
How
If
do
it
you know
hits
what
the
you're
threshold of
proficient
15,
in?
It's what is highlighted on the left side of the.
it's like the red circle.
Oh,
The red
Yeah.
circles.
If it's got 2
so
on it,
any
it's called.
roll.
Yes. Any roll that has the red
Oh,
dot in there, D&D Beyond should do it for you.
I do not do that correctly this whole time.
And then you
Keep-
add
keep
your
going.
proficiency bonus. Mine's 2, so it adds twice your proficiency bonus.
I already rolled for yours. It is, or I added the 2, so it's +2. So you would have got a 16. You would have still found the same information.
Okay.
I was about to give you. So
I was close to 15. All right.
yeah. So you had basically learned. You'll get a little bit more because you hit 15 instead of 10. But you learn that this is a cathedral dedicated to the 9 celestial gods. Specifically, this one is more emphasizes on the father and the mother, who are kind of the head of the hierarchy of people. Specifically on these gods, that there's not a lot known about them. A lot of races and people, they have all sorts of different information on the gods and what they believe about them. And so what these humans believe is that all of these are adventuring groups who are raised to godhood, and they treat them as if they created the world itself. Especially the father and the mother, they believe in creation and how these gods have the father created the earth and the mother created people, specifically humans, is what this cathedral believes specifically. And some other things that you find out about this place is that there's 5 other kings who've been buried here in this exact spot, and you would have found the opening of where they're going to put the 6th king when they finish with the burial today. So you'll find out where he goes, and you see the statues of the other kings and how long they've lived and other stuff like that have been in there. All right. Sorry for skipping you. But Randman, again, yeah, he's off somewhere. No idea. But you 5 have gathered basically together and to the order of High Priest Yosef. He has kind of ordered you guys all for breakfast. You guys have shown up, and basically High Priest Yosef is like, yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Guten Tag, it's good to see all of you. Well, it's been a week. I'm sorry for, the amount of time that it took. I know you guys have a very quick journey ahead of you, and it took me a while to gather all these things, but I got you guys all gifts, and I've hopefully set you up for success on this wonderful trip. And so he gives you guys 300 gold total for your party. Basically, it's 10 days of work for each of you guys specifically. So it's about 50 gold a piece. And he hands you guys 300 gold total. He gives you 10 days of rations. He gives you guys bedrolls, torches, rope, and anything else you guys may need. Anything you can think of that would need in like adventuring, go ahead and ask now, and I'll tell you if it's there or not. If you guys can
I
think of
sees it
anything
all.
else.
I think at my equipment.
So I should have added it all into you guys' stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
Oh yeah, mascot ration rope, tinderbox. Okay, perfect. Torch, water skin.
So
Life.
if you have any questions about what's in your inventory, let me know. I should have added everything that I believe he would have added. He then goes on to proceed for Captain Earth. He pulls out this beautiful silver sword, silver long sword, and gives you a shield with the crest of Elysium on it. And it's the same symbol that the priest had before. It's the sun, but with 9 little bands on it. And basically he gives you this and hands you. He goes, Ah, yes, for the dear captain, here's a long sword and a shield to defend the party. I'm sure you'll be able to use this, and you can slay my enemies with this. Um,
And as a sign of respect, basically, I would almost give him a bow. I would get on one knee and, put one hand over my chest, bow my head, and say, "Thank you for your gracious, for how gracious of an opportunity you've given us, and for a chance to prove our innocence." And then I would go ahead and grab the shield and the sword from him.
he acknowledges your bow and sign of respect, and then he walks over to Show, who he gives some more boots because he notices that your boots have been tore up this whole time. They've been up on your ankles. I'm not sure if you would have tried to duct tape them or try to stitch them back together at some
And just
point.
walking around barefoot.
Yeah, just walking around barefoot. He finds that really gross, so he gives you some
Fair.
boots.
He's a
He-
wretch.
and he mentions, yes, sorry, I've noticed you've been walking around without shoes on in my beautiful home, but that's okay. It's sacred ground and all. That's okay. I'll forgive it, just as the Lord, the Father, has forgiven me. Um, he gives you some boots. May they help you. I heard you actually won these for setting a course record. And he kind of smiles at you despite all the horrible things that have happened in the last week. And he's like, great job, kid.
Show, I think, would have taken the boots and he would have looked at it and he was like, winning. Oh, that seems like ages ago. Well, I guess thanks for these.
Ah,
I'll go ahead.
they have a special property as well. When you put them on, you'll notice that you can jump really high, actually. And they're also for being faster as well. So
That come in real handy as we go fetch these magic items for you, I'm sure.
I was hoping they'd be good for you. Sorry for the inconvenience if not, but Raven, for you, well, I don't really have a bartender because I don't drink, so I don't really have anything for you specifically. Um, sorry, but you notice, Raven, there on the table is a very large chef's knife. That is beautiful Damascus steel. It looks just immaculate, And he shows you it's kind of just left on the table, kind of stabbed inside like a turkey or a chicken. And he's like, oh, sorry, I don't have anything for you, Raven.
Well, this old kitchen knife I've been walking around with is it's a little rusty. But that one over there on the table seems pretty good.
A kitchen knife of, well, he looks over at his cook, and his cook just starts crying because he knows that the high priest is so generous, and he's like, yes, he would be more than willing to give it away for you. And so he hands you the chef's knife. He does the same thing that he does with Herb, basically, like presents you this like kitchen knife. He wipes off the turkey blood and hands it to you like it meant something. And he's like, hopefully that works.
Well, I'll definitely make good use of this one. Limes ain't gonna cut themselves.
Perfect. And then he goes to Tydox, and he looks at the gnome. He kind of ponders him a little bit. He goes, I think I have something great. And he pulls open his robe a little bit, and he pulls out a piece of armor that's probably way too big for you, but you look at it with a sense of wonder and mystery, and your brain starts tinkering and all the stuff that's going on with instantly when you see this old armor. He says, I'm sorry, I've never met a gnome quite like yourself, and I don't really have armor for him, but I figured this would be kind of your size. May you do it well. You seem old and fragile, so.
Well, I got a little bit left in me, but I appreciate that. There's got to be something I could make with this. Use this. Wear this. Yes, wear this. I would wear this. Thank you.
You're great. And he kind of pets your head a little bit, like an old creepy man, just is like pets your head.
Being another
Listen.
old creepy man.
Yeah. Well, he looks older than Tydox
Than
does for
Tydox.
sure. So in his head, he's younger than him, but he's definitely like, I'm older than you.
What what type of armor was this?
It is plate armor.
This plate. Okay.
So it gives you old
he-
plate armor. I
So
believe is what we said. Is that what we
Yeah.
have on here? Yeah.
yeah, we do have it twice on there. I'll take care of that. But plate armor is like 65 pounds. So
Yeah.
Tydox would not be able to move it. So he probably like whips out his little bag of holding and he's like trying to like slam it in there. And he kind of like
I think Sho would like see him struggling and would come over and like
Trying to, like-
lift it up for him so he could put it like over the
Yeah.
top of it.
oh,
Keep going. Sorry.
Thank you. That's awful kind. I was, a couple more
Nope.
tries, I might have got it, but I appreciate it.
No problem, buddy. I couldn't watch you keep on doing that. It was just too sad.
Well, all right, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, he basically hands you this and for High Priest Joseph, I think what you would have noticed too is that it's super light in his hands. Oddly
He's
light
yoked.
in his hand.
Yo,
And he hands you this, and you're like, "Oh God, dude, what the an old
fucking
man,
drunk.
dude, he's just yeeting this thing around." And
he's
so,
Juice Priest Joseph.
No. High Priest Yoktif.
he
Duh.
looked at-
Yo,
that
yeah.
is his name. Yeah, yeah. So then he goes to Al-Radim, and he goes, my magic fellow, my beautiful sweet boy, and he pulls out a beautiful crystal ball, probably I don't know a good size, but fairly large. You can hold it in one hand, but it's a very large ball that you have in your hand, and it's crystal clear, kind of like a snow globe, where you can kind of see some, especially when you put it in your hand, you can see a little bit of mist flowing through it, cloud inside it, and kind of some snow, some lightning that will streak through it a little bit. And he hands it to you. He goes, I know for you, magic is a bit scary. I watched you in the courtyard splather yourself with grease. It was quite sad to see, but I couldn't do anything at the time. But I found this crystal ball, and hopefully you can focus your magic directly in it. And I'm sure it also help with. It actually has a special property where it can actually sense other magic within the area. You'll see it glow, beautiful cerulean colors when you get close to strong fields of magic. So may it be stronger for you.
Thank you. I very, very appreciate it.
And I'm telling you, you'll learn all sorts of magic throughout this journey. It'll be great for you. Wonderful. I can't wait to hear the report that you have written on it when you get back.
Nice book report.
Yeah, nice little book report. And then, and so then he gives you guys all the stuff and basically says, now I've set you guys up for 10 days. It's as much as I could give you with the time that I had. So you'll be on your own for the rest of it, unfortunately. But you have 10 days of rations. So hopefully that's enough for you guys to at least find shelter or somewhere to eat before then. I don't want you guys to go starving and just die right away. It'd be good for no one. So please don't die in those 2 weeks or 10 days. And so while I have pardoned you, and as gracious as that's been, the city itself has, they have their own opinions of what's been going on. And as much power and responsibility as I have as your high priest, I can't say that the city has the same backing as I do. So on your way to the docks, please be careful. There are a lot of people who are not happy with the fate of the king. And while I can do my best to keep it secret and to
Keep it
uh,
safe.
share the king's death from invading countries, I can um, keep these secrets safe only for a year's time. It is your job to bring me back all of these magical items when you find them. I wish I could be more help and tell you where more of them are, but I was only able to locate the one in the Broodmother's cave. And so it's now about time that I send you guys off. Is there any last minute things that you guys need from me before you go?
High Priest Yusuf, I do have a question.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Do you have a boat for us ready at the docks?
Yes, of course, of course. The boat is ready, and on this boat, I actually have given you guys a carriage, of course, with 2 horses. So you guys should be able to take this along, and hopefully, it's enough. It's really all I could do for you.
Around what time is it right now?
Probably about 6 in the morning, so very
Okay.
early in the morning.
I'm gonna look over to the group because we know that the Elysium is kind of the group is hostile to us. I'm gonna look over to everyone and be like, um, crew, we move in a few hours. We will do what we can and move in the dark of night. We know the town is not happy with us. Does anyone have any problems with that?
I
Sounds
guess that's fine with me, Captain.
One more time. Be great.
Ah, the dead of night. Well, you see, that could work. You guys could hide here. This is actually where we'll be having the burial of the king and then the coronation of his son. But I can sneak you out the back way if we need it.
Oh, I think it's better than that we get out of here before that starts. We don't want our faces seen at that burial. Can't believe that would go over well to see the assassins there in the shadows sneaking around.
Ah,
A sneak?
I know it's
Ah,
6 a.m., but is it like a bright 6 a.m. or is
Yeah,
it still
yeah.
kind
So
of
the
dark
sun,
out?
the sun is up. It is the brim of morning. So I say 6 a.m. as in like sun is coming up. It's still like red and purple in the sky. In this world, there's 2 moons that you guys see. One in which is constantly in the air. So you can still see the large moon. What do they name the moon? Verkna, I
Thick
believe.
night.
Verkna is the large one that you see in the air at this time. And
So is
it's
it still
kind
like people are still probably like maybe waking up and then we probably
Yeah,
like there's still
yeah.
some darkness that we could probably leave then?
Yeah,
Like it's
absolutely.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there'd be some people who are getting ready because it's a big event. So some people are definitely going to be in the city or around the city, especially people who would have to like work for this event. They would be out, but this would probably be the safest, if not waiting till nighttime too,
Okay.
or after the events of the coronation.
Okay. Shonen, you brought up a good point. What does the group want to do? Leave now or wait till dawn? Or wait till the dead of night?
We're spending too much time strategizing. High Priest Yosef, what are we looking for? And where's this Broodmother's cave? What are we trying to find? What do we expect inside of it? And we need to go.
I unfortunately can't answer most of those questions, but I can tell you that the Swellows Harbor is where I have you guys going. You guys are going to be finding Lady Antoinette. It's the ship that dear old William Jones will be setting you guys, of course, the Coral Highlands. He'll know everywhere to go and exactly where to drop you guys off. Really, from there, that's it. That's as far as my reach will let me view into the world of where to go. But as far as what's in there, I've only heard nasty things. I'm sure you guys will be safe, but he like ponders and looks over you guys. I really hope you guys will be safe, actually. Um, but it's really all I have for you. I wish I had more information. Our gnome friend Tydox even had been pondering information on these things. I've been putting countless research and hours into it myself, trying to find where these artifacts could be, but just
I
know
don't
that.
think the strategizing here would do much good because we probably need to like go and recon a bit. That's not my forte, so I defer to you, Captain. But I don't think we can learn much more from here. Just getting from point A to point B does seem fairly simple if we have a ship, I guess.
Agreed. Grab your things, crew, and let's head out.
Perfect.
Sounds
Auf
good to me.
Wiedersehen. And he, Auf Wiedersehen, he kisses you guys all goodbye, and he goes, "My chosen champions, one more thing. What shall we call you?"
Captain Ert looks back with a gleam in his eye. He's still thinking. Because he forgot the name that he's going to pick.
Captain, it was the antiquarians. Come on. Let's move on. You can't be spending time dilly-dallying. You're too worried about optics all the time. We gotta go.
I'll take that over delinquents.
The antiquarians. And then we leave.
It's a cool moment. You turn around, antiquarians. You guys are all walking out slow motion. There's all these things going on. Randman is still missing. You guys haven't even really thought about him, but he's missing still. And
Didn't we have another halfling in this party? Where'd he go? Also, Ill-Redeemed, how'd you get so tall again? What happened?
Get a growth spurt.
Perfect. So as you guys are heading out, you guys begin to. Do you guys walk directly to the docks? I'm sure Captain Ert would absolutely know where it's at. I think some of you guys actually would know perfectly where it's at. But do you guys want to try to do anything else?
Shonen would probably know where it's at too, because I think Shonen's been
Yeah. So it's a little bit.
Captain.
The big city. It's still a massive city, and then it would just be all the way over to like the northwest side. Do you guys want to say bye to any NPCs, or are you guys going to just kind of head straight to?
I'm solo bagging, so I would just kind of get there, but I don't know if anybody else would want to.
I mean, we already have the stuff we need, and I think we would want to avoid people, so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, so you guys start heading over to it. Are you guys sneaking your way through? Are you guys just kind of walking? What's kind of the vibe?
I mean, I'm imagining. I mean, it's kind of hard to sneak with the 8-foot tall lizard. So I'm imagining we're probably just doing the best we can to just kind of like get through as unseen as possible, just trying not to draw attention.
I like to think that we took some like cloaks and robes.
Yeah.
From the
look very cult-like.
Like they're just trying to sneak by as a group.
I swear this does nothing for our image, guys. We still look like assassins in the shadows.
I'm just gonna branch, just like.
Yeah.
Well, it's a cool morning, so these robes keep you warm.
Perfect. As you guys are walking, can one of you guys roll me a dex saving throw?
It should probably be me, I think.
It's definitely not Didax.
I have a
+2.
+3.
I was like, I feel like, I guess, probably Shonen's probably in the front because he just likes to be in the front. And
Well, I guess the dex saving is not as much as a 3 for me, so. Right.
Yeah. And then I'd probably just be right behind Shonen.
So yeah, Shonen's up front. Shonen, go ahead and roll a dex saving throw.
It is 5 + 3, so 8. So you're probably good.
Perfect. I rolled a 14, so if you rolled an 8, essentially what happens is you run into a group of drunk people. They're sloshing their words. It's bright and early in the morning, so they have probably been drinking all night. You hear them. They kind of walk out of a bar as you guys are walking forward, and you hear one of them. Oh, yeah, these guys. They just come to our city, even our goddamn captain. Captain and Shonen, both of you guys actually recognize these. You recognize their uniform as soldiers who have been. They're a higher rank than you are, Shonen. Obviously, they're a lower rank than you, Captain. But you see them walk out of the this bar, and they run directly into you, Shonen. Oh, bothers! What the hell are you doing? And see him spit on the ground. He spills all over himself. He doesn't get anything on you, but he spills all over himself.
Oh, well, I do apologize, sir. I wasn't looking where I was going there now, was I?
Oi, do I look like a sir to you? And then he spits on the ground, and
I
when he
work for a
stares,
living.
yeah, he works for a living, exactly. And he looks and sees you, Captain Ert. Oh, gods! These blimey bastards. You're the ones who killed our king and just can walk around and do whatever the hell you want.
And then so I would probably just, because we're trying to get on our way. Can I roll like an intimidation?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna roll, and then I got. Oh, that did not work. I got 2 plus 5 is gonna be 7.
Well,
They
like,
rolled a 3.
usually, like, the way I think it works is, like, you would say something first, and then, like,
Uh-huh.
you
I'll
would
see if it
then
works.
roll afterwards. Like, so you,
Oh.
like, you're right now, you're just standing there, and you're like, I'm intimidating. Like,
Yeah.
like,
So typically,
Why?
typically we can do either. So you could do whether you want to look intimidating as a presence of what you look like, and if he'll roll that with advantage, obviously.
Okay.
Is he going to be afraid of just the way that you look? Earlier when we did it last session, you were intimidating, especially to the recruits who had never seen you before. This guy has definitely seen you before.
Yeah.
He understands and knows you. So I would say if you want to say something, I'll give you another roll at it.
Okay.
If not,
Yeah,
then-
I wanted to say something. That's why I wanted to.
Cool.
But I didn't know if I
What
should
do you want
roll
to say? And
first.
I'll roll to see if he. I'll roll again to see if he.
So I'm gonna say like as Captain Nerd, like I'm still your captain and I'll rank you. Get out of our way. We have business to attend.
Perfect. And you rolled. You said an 8.
That was the first one, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, he rolled a 6, so he still failed. So essentially, he pushes off and looks at you, spits on the ground, and goes, "You ain't my captain," and he walks away. And then as they walk out, you actually run into Commander Zenor as the rest of them kind of meander out of there. You run into Commander Zenor, who goes, "Oh, you're trying to outrank your opponents, and you're not even a member of our guard anymore." Funny man you are, Captain Nert. I figured you had been missing this. And he pulls out a ring with your insignia on it. Something that, for some reason, you didn't notice was missing on your hand, or wherever you would have kept this ring. Something that is near and dear to your heart. You know that the only other person who has a matching one or has one very similar to it, or who has given you this ring rather, was King Leonold. You know, is directly from him. He goes, "Found it on the body of the king," and well, it's pretty obvious that you did it, but High Priest Joseph and even outranks me, so I guess here you go. Just go on and go off on his little adventure and have all the fun you want.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna grab the ring from him and just kind of like grab it in my hand and then just growl a little bit like.
Perfect. All right. Do you walk away or do you?
I'm just gonna keep walking away.
Perfect. And as you walk away, he basically mentions like, "Just know, if I ever see you again, I'll gut you like a fish. Bye bye." As he waves you guys goodbye.
I'm just gonna keep walking, ignore him because I know I'm not guilty.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Does anyone else do anything as you guys walk away?
I have a quick question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of my wings, how are they concealed under this rope?
I would think, again, we kind of mentioned it before the party started, but I imagine your character is a lot like Angel from the X-Men series.
Oh, yeah.
So he has his wings kind of wrapped up behind his back, and he has the ability to kind of push him out if he needs to. Your wings are still new to you.
Okay.
They've been growing. This is the first time they're really full fleshed out wings. I don't know if you've really been able to test them out yet, but you definitely, it's been kind of a secret for everyone else around. Like you have these angel wings, but the length of them, how big they truly are, how they flow out. I mean, the Tydox for sure knows that you have angel wings because he had saw them when you were in your school uniform. But everyone else in the party, they may not have recognized that you have full on angel wings or the true length of how they've been out.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just wondering.
Skydox this whole time was just looking like up at everybody, like, who's this? What's going on?
Yeah. Just
like,
slipping and
Archie.
sliding through everybody.
Archie, we're not gonna get involved in this. We're just gonna let them deal with this. Okay.
Archie, he nods at you as you're talking, but he shows you like his arms and he's like, if it comes down to it, like I'll fuck somebody up.
Archie's got the right attitude, unlike our captain here. Just let him
Silent
talk to you
showdown.
like that.
He outranks
You're not
me.
my. He outranks you. Outranks you. What does it matter anymore?
You guys
Show
even still
some
have a rank? Is
respect.
that-
Respect. What did you say, Tydox?
Do you guys even still have a rank? I'm unfamiliar with the military system. But
What does ranks matter when we're outcasts? We're here on a journey where we're probably going to die in this cave, and we're worried about this.
That was my logic. Yeah, that's track.
I think as good as reason as any to drink up.
Perfect. So as you guys begin to start drinking, you guys start heading over to Swallows Harbor. It is the large docking system of the city. So it's the big dock, huge marina, and you see a beautiful cruising ship. I mean, imagine Pirates of the Caribbean, like beautiful sails, like nicest ship you've ever seen in your life.
End game Black Flag, not Skull and
not
Bones.
not Skull and Bones.
Okay,
In game Black Flag.
Thank God.
You see a
It's a
glorious, beautiful ship. And then right next to it, you see a lesser ship. It's got a little bit of holes kind of broken up into it. Up top, you see some of the flag is kind of ripped a little bit. On the side, it says Lady Antoinette with one of the E's flipped over upside down. And you see the L on Lady is tilted sideways. And you see a very, let's just say, not put together. Probably hasn't showered in a very long time. You see he's got a bandana on. He like pops up and goes, "Oi, that's them, Captain." And you see First Mate Smithers waiting for you guys to. He kind of waves at you guys to come on over to Lady Antoinette.
And so I'm probably just gonna keep going just forward straight toward him, just the usual, just keep my gradual, slow, methodical walk over to him.
Perfect. And so as you guys walk in, you see he throws over the like the little ladder. It's like a little rope ladder for you guys to climb up. It's a really dingy ship, it's hard to call it one, and again, it's next to a beautiful, like gorgeous looking ship, and you guys get the second hand-me-down one that's like, well,
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well, at least it floats.
So far.
It's still. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Tydox?
I think Tydox would have been like, since he's a craftsman, he probably would have gone up to this ship and like tried to like look at it and make, man, wow, how is some intricate work, and just like totally thought that this is what was given to us. Like, this is the thing. Didn't even see it.
Nice one.
Doesn't know where anybody else has gone, because he's just like trying to. Oh my! This is.
Yeah, you hear First Mate Smith. This is, "Oi, no! Get your ass over here!" And he screams at you from the other boat that's over on the side.
Tied up. We're over here, buddy.
Oh, that's a disappointment. Him and Archie is kind of like. All right.
Yeah, and just for clarity, the boat is big. It's a larger boat. It is not as glorious and as beautiful as the other one. So it's still like puts together. It still sails. I mean, there's still going to be like rooms. It's big enough to hold
It's the Black Pearl.
travel like hold. Yeah, essentially the Black Pearl. Like it looks beat up, but it looks like it'll get the job done.
All right, I guess this is our vessel.
All right, and then as you guys enter, you see an elegant captain. He's a human. He got the big old gut. His belly's hanging out. He's wearing, a nice vest. You thought he was wearing a shirt underneath his vest. He's got a little bit of like sleeves, but you're like, wow, it's really dark right there. You recognize that it's just entirely hair. It looks like you can only see sweaty hair just ripple through. He's got a necklace full of like jewels and beads. His hair's dreaded out. He's got a ring through his top. He looks what you would imagine a pirate would look like. He goes, "Ah, be damned! Is it the adventurers who killed our damn king? Good to see ya! I'm your Captain Billy Bones Jones, here at your service. The best goddamn pirate. Oh, sorry, I'm a captain now. Sorry. Best goddamn captain and seafarer on this side of the world. It's good to have ye aboard me ship, where I've had 100% success rate, and today will be another one. Great trip, where no problems have happened so far. But good to see ya. Good to see all of ya." And he smiles. You see he has got a peg leg at this point as he's like standing like Captain Morgan. And yeah, you then get a whiff of how horrible he smells. He smells like booze and sweat and just that he's lived on the sea for countless. He's sucking in his gut as he's looking at First Mate Smithers too. Like that was a good one, wasn't it? That was the best one I've ever done.
Well, thank you, Captain, for letting us aboard. I know it's probably hard to have, assassins in your company, but we gotta do this mission.
Oi, what I've been saying on my ship is that everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Or is it
I like
everyone's
that
guilty
attitude.
until proven innocent? I don't remember. First Mate Smithers, you got it all. And he points over. First Mate says, "Oi, Captain, it's actually the first one, I think. I don't remember now." And he's just writing down notes as he's talking to the captain. And then you see Captain. You see on this boat, you basically see again. You see rope and other stuff. You see, I believe there's 4 crew members on the ship, just like regular humans, just kind of walking around. You see one of them has like a missing eye. One of them's a short guy. And he's got a little pirate, like a little pirate on his or a parrot on his. Yeah, exactly. You see other guys that are running around, just kind of hop to and skipping, through the thing. As you see, as the ship is like, "Oh, we'd best be off," as he's getting ready to start heading out, get everything ready. You see, everything's moving, but nobody. They're just screaming directions at each other. But you guys, I don't know if you guys have been on a boat or not, but at least recently, this is the most unorganized way to do this, but it all makes perfect sense. They all feel like they're linked in perfectly. Again, this is big enough to hold a carriage and to hold 2 horses. Some other things you notice on this boat, there's actually a group of 4 people wearing a bluish garb. Faces are all surrounded or head off, but it's like a light blue-ish, and they're kind of off in the corner of this ship playing a game, but they're just kind of to themselves. And then Vanny's camera left, but hopefully he's still here. But yeah, and so you basically sets you up with a carriage. There's 2 horses. And yeah, he basically says, all aboard to Brood Mother's Cave. Right? That's our first stop. I'm really good at this. As he, shakes his head to First Mate Smithers. And
Definitely the
so
best
I
captain
think-
I've ever had.
Yeah.
No offense, sir.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like I feel like this is probably like the show feels really comfortable. Like it was in his mercenary work, he's like seen captains like this a lot, like alcoholic, smells really bad. It's like this is a good captain, and he feels like comfortable.
Good.
Mhm.
Good. All right. What do you guys do while on the ship? Are you guys? It's going to be about a day's journey over to Coral Highlands. As things are going to happen throughout this time, but it's going to basically be about a day trip over as you guys sail over to this. There's kind of like a bar area where you guys can, like a mead hall almost. You guys can drink and hang out. You guys can stay aboard the ship, but in this time, think about what would you guys do? At this point, Rammon also has snuck onto the ship, but you guys have no idea where he's at. Just for continuity's sake, he's on the ship, but he's not here.
Do y'all think they executed that dwarf? Like where did he go?
I haven't seen him in a while. Or that donkey.
Goddamn
What if the
donkey.
donkey's still with him?
The donkey never left.
Well, I'm
Raven.
about to go run
You
this
wanna go to the
bar over
bar?
here. Yeah, just great minds think alike, eh?
I'll see you there. I think so. We're gonna go. Raven and I are gonna go.
Perfect.
Pour me a drink, will ya?
Raven, you get to
There
the
you go.
mead bar and you see that there is already somebody behind the bar who you start just like playing with stuff. And he's like, "Oi, hey, bro, what you doing here?"
Oh, well, it looked like you could use some help back here.
Are you spinning that knife around at me?
Oh, just ready to cut up a lime, you know?
Are you even qualified to be a bartender back here?
I mean, I've been one for 3 years now.
3 years? I've only been on 6 months. And he starts just like praising you at this point. Just like, please show me all the things you've shown me. The
All right,
captain
well,
just really just let me in this job.
first thing you gotta do is take that rag over there and start wiping down everything.
Oh,
Make it
I'm
spick,
really good at
spot
that
clean.
one. He runs over and grabs the rag and grabs the glass. He goes, I'm good at this one. He spits. And you see his spit is the dirtiest thing he's ever done. I do this with all of mine. And you see him just wiping out the cups. Like I imagine, like dip spit or, that
Yeah.
color into the glass. You see him
It's
just,
like
and I do it
brown.
with all of them as he's just like slurshing them through. And he's just like, clean as a whistle.
Well, see that bucket right there? I'm gonna ask you to take it to the edge and scoop out some of the seawater and clean it with that. Rather have a salty
Seawater?
drink than whatever is in that.
Well, it gives it flavor.
I don't know if that's the flavor we're going for around here.
Hey, you're the boss here. And you see him run over and he dips out his, whatever the concoction was, and then he fills up the bucket full of what you would assume would be clear water, but it's still kind of dirty in this area. Just because it's seawater, it's not really like great, but you see him run back and goes, it's better this way. You see him smile and has like dirt all throughout his mouth and teeth, and he's like, I got you.
Well, I don't think we have much better choice than that. So, how's
And then-
Captain? You looking for a drink?
As long as you're the one serving it.
Yeah, we'll take him off the line and keep him on dishwashing duty.
Yeah, you see him just frantically like pouring stuff into the he's like putting his own like, soap and other stuff that it's not soap. He's just putting like alcohol in it because he knows like alcohol cleans stuff. So he's like cleaning alcohol with water and salt water. And very, very like, don't do this at home, kids. Yeah, and that's what he's doing. What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you guys joining them at the bar? Or are you guys gonna?
Tydox probably would have investigated the ship, and since like when we came aboard, he would have like looked at in dismay the state of the ship and been like, oh, well, probably him and Archie would have fixed the letters on on the ship to make it,
Just go around patching it.
appropriate. He's just looking around, just like, "Yo, Archie, can you just go touch him up, okay? Nobody's ever gonna notice. They don't need to thank us. We're just gonna take care of this one, okay? I just can't
Archie's
handle it."
like, he pulls out a tiny little hammer and he's just like ding 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 as he's like crawling around the side. He like paints them and like freshens them up so the letters look really good. That one little spot on the ship looks immaculate. Like it look almost compared to the same ship that you saw because that's what Archie saw in his head. So he like does the same colors. He like pulls it up, and so the Lady Antoinette is this beautiful looking display. And he looks at you and gives you a thumbs up.
That's my boy. Excellent work. Excellent. Captain, do we have any quarters on here where it would be where I would have a little bit of room to do some a tinkering?
What's a tinkering?
What's a tink? Well, I just take a couple of things, a little of this, a little of that, and see what comes out. You like, for example, like given the right circumstances and things, maybe we come up with a better fix for that. I mean, unless you're kind of attached to the peg, it's fine.
I do like me peg leg. That was a gift from my father, but let's see. That's a great idea. Smithers, come here, and he brings up. Aye, Captain. As he runs over to him, and First Mate Smithers is he salutes them, and I take the boy down to the closet where everything and all the magic happens. And he goes, the closet? Why is it the closet? Well, he said that's where the bits and the bulbs go. So, and they're just arguing back and forth, and then Smithers goes, all right, Captain, and he's come here, little guy, and he's like a foot taller than me, but he's a lot shorter than the captain is, and he grabs him, takes you with him, and then he brings you to a broom closet, which has all of brooms and that don't look like they've ever been used ever on the ship. But it looks like all sorts of cleaning supplies and the bits and the bobs. And he's just like, First Mate Smithers is like, I don't know why you'd want to go here, but it's all yours. Good luck.
Oh, excellent, Smithers. Thank you. I appreciate that. We will get to work right away. And
it's a tiny, for you, it's a beautiful little home. It's enough spacious room. For anybody else that would have looked onto this, it's the tiniest little Harry Potter broom closet.
I was gonna say we're picking under a staircase.
It's little tiny thing under the staircase, small little thing. There's a bunch of little things in there. That's where all the spare parts are. That's where all just shoved into a corner. You ever have those? The Midwest drawer.
I was gonna say, is it basically like the section of the ship where they're like, we can't really sell it; it's not useful for money, but we'll put it to use somehow, and just throw it in there. They got the junk drawer. The Midwest
exactly. It's the junk drawer of the ship.
Personally, and so once we get there, I think Tydox would have started arranging the things and looking at stuff and analyzing it. He probably would have used took this opportunity to use his fairy fire Bob to cast that hologram and basically scan the room. Him and Archie are both just all right, yep, we could use these things. And then that's where
you say is your Jarvis system from Iron Man. You said his name is Bob. Okay. Does Bob stand for anything?
I didn't really call it Bob,
but sorry. Think about. We'll come up with a name for it.
Think about. Okay, we'll come up with a name.
I'll come up with one. So we'll retcon his name's Bob. I thought you said Bob. I was okay, perfect. But yeah, you hear this little voice. I haven't thought of a name yet for it, but you hear this voice come in and says, perfect, sir. well, everything seems to be in order. And then he points to like all these different things within the ship. You see like metal that you can turn into, you know, whatever. And he's just showing you all these like different schematics that are going through your head. You know, it's the light that is, you know, shine through. He's kind of just pointing all sorts of different things that you can make here. And you see arrows and see it's connecting to like layers of schematics that you have in your file folder. And he's basically just sharing all sorts of different things with you that would work. And Archie's kind of just playing with some of the stuff as you're talking and cleaning up.
All right. And that's probably where we would stay, figuring out our new home.
Shonen and Redeem. Are you guys doing anything specific or special or?
Go ahead.
Is there any quarters for us, or do we just kind of roam the ship for a day?
There is a like they're kind of hammocks, but there are definitely some bed rolls of sorts to lay in. They're all up in like the front of the ship, and they're all just a bunch of hammocks that have weaved together, and that's where everybody sleeps except for the captain.
Is there a part of the room where it's like secluded, concealed a little?
Not really, but there might be some areas that are more secluded than other areas, right? I mean, like it's pretty wide open. It is a clusterfuck of hammocks within this little area.
Okay. I go to the most safe-ish spot in here to where someone won't knock me over or anything. And I take out the crystal ball and start examining it more closely.
Cool. Will you roll me? What are you looking for specifically? And I'll tell you what to roll.
I see if it's like the high priest said, glowing or anything right now.
Cool. Roll an Arcana.
I had a 4.
Nice.
It spits on them.
So as you're looking at this, it is a powerful enough object that you can sense that there's high level magic inside this crystal ball. With a 4, you're staring intently at this crystal ball, and you see it's storming within the ball. You see little flames pop out. Some of the things that you saw before, and you see a tiny little man within the crystal ball, and he just gives you a thumbs up. And you're like, that's weird.
Keep trying, buddy. You'll get it eventually.
Yeah, it is your inner thoughts coming into fruition. And you see, like, I'm good at this.
I kind of just have a puzzled look and go, that's odd, but all right.
Yeah, this figure looks exactly like you. And it gives you a nice thumbs up. All right. Sho, what about you?
Sherwood definitely is not going underneath into the other parts of the ship at all. He'll stay up top the entire time. And he's like probably like as a mercenary they would have taught him to never drink with pirates, like grog only. Basically, and like Sho's thinking like he's on basically like it's still a job even though it's a different job than what he was before. So he's just kind of like probably on like the starboard side of the ship, like just like hanging out up there, but not doing anything in particular.
Perfect. So you're just watching the crew members just kind of shift and bump and focus.
Mm-hmm.
You see the sail kind of spin a couple times, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how this is working, but it's working.
Like every other pirate ship he's been on, he's like, it just works.
How many of you guys have been on a ship before? You think?
Like how big a ship? But I mean,
There's a very large ship.
I don't know.
Do you think your character has been on a ship before? Okay.
I mean, the character probably would have been on a ship when they came over.
Your character would have to unless it came through the air.
Get across the thing.
So, everybody roll me a Constitution saving throw. The 3 people who have been on a ship before, you can roll this with advantage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I got a 20.
I got a
Perfect.
natural 20 as well.
Perfect.
Plus 6.
I got a 6.
I got
Perfect.
18 plus. You said Constitution?
Yep.
21.
Dang, I'm the lowest one.
Tydox,
I
what
got
you
a
get?
17. I mean, 17 is not even that low. Shit.
So 15 or higher, you guys do not throw up due to seasickness. Raven, I'm so sorry, but you said you rolled a so you are
Our bartender.
violently throwing up. You see the other bartenders trying to collect it. And he's like, "Yes, this would be good in the all the other natural stuff." And he's just trying to kill it. And he's crawling next to you, trying to collect all of it, and he's just like putting it. He's like, "This would be good. This would be good for the stew later." And he just like walks around. Just purely disgusting. So,
Guys, don't eat the stew.
it's, you see as he starts to put on his chef hat as he gets ready to go cook some food with. Just don't eat any of the food. And so that's basically what's happened. A couple hours have gone by. You guys start moving through. You're now in open sea. Show for you. You're probably the only one that's actually above land right now, or above things. If you guys haven't moved yet, and show, you start to see just the wind is all beautiful. It's gorgeous. What is your passive perception?
It's a 8.
Perfect. Okay, so you don't notice this, but I think everyone else. Let's see who else has a. None of you guys are up above here.
Where's the bar at? I'm just drinking with Raven still.
Yeah, you guys, it'd be underneath the
Okay.
first layer. There's 3 layers to the ship. So there's the bottom layer that's full of like storage and other stuff. There's a second layer that's kind of the middle, has the beds, and then has kind of the bar and the meat hall over here. And then there's the top part which has the ship where the captain's at, and then the rest of the stuff over here. There's some like barrels and cannons and stuff. So as you guys are driving and flying through this, show you feel like the wind in your hair. It's peaceful. It's beautiful out on the sea. There's not a cloud in the sky. You might be a little bit hot while you're out there, but you start to you guys can just start to drift.
What time is it?
It's probably at this point, probably about 2 o'clock. So a few hours have gone by. Mid-afternoon. I don't know exactly what time, but it's probably about mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Would have taken you guys a couple hours to walk over to the ship, and then from the ship, it's been a couple hours since you guys start heading out. And so, nice chill. Are you guys doing anything at this point?
Probably just drinking, waiting.
Drinking and waiting.
Still downstairs. We're
cool.
I think
Alright.
though, Shell probably would have gone to to Billy Bones and been like, "Hey, now, Captain, you know anything about this Broodmother's cave they're sending us to? Heard any rumors?"
The Broodmother's cave, I don't you? Well, the last Avenging crew that I took there, I haven't heard much about them since I came back, so I'm sure they're dead. Most people I take over there die. He looks you just square in the face, up and down. He goes, "You'll probably be all right, but that little fella, you should watch out for him. He's old and decrepit."
High Priest Yosef, he sent a lot of parties your way, taking them over here.
I just started working for the priest, but he has taken. There's been a couple that have come through. One in particular had an orc, and there was a mage, and there's a real roguelike guy in the background, shadowy thing, and a human paladin that couldn't keep his shit together.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. And I guess you never saw them again, though.
I have not. I have not seen them even a little
Mm.
bit. I do know, however, that the Broodmother's Cave, well, it be a scary place. Some say a nightmare herself lives in there. Half woman, half spider. But what am I? That sounds like crazy talk. A children's story, if you ask me. There's no such thing as anything like that.
Yeah, sounds pretty crazy, doesn't it? Well, I appreciate you taking the time. Anything else you think we need to know?
I just keep your wits about you. This is a
Will do.
dangerous journey that we're about to go on. So, good luck. And
Well, I think about half my party's drunk, but we'll see about that.
aye, perfect, as they should be. You see him spin the thing, and the ship kind of does like a little circle, and then he just continues back to the path.
He just does like a
Fucking
donuts in the parking lot.
360 in the middle of the sea for no fucking reason.
Raven is just puking his brains out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
probably heard a little explosion going on down below, and then Tydox be yelling, "I'm all right."
Yeah, all of you guys kind of have to hold on a little bit as the ship just spins in a circle. It is terrible for a ship to do this. So this captain is batshit crazy. And he's like, but who likes to live on danger? I know I do. As he keeps going on. So you kind of lose your balance a little bit, but you're pretty fine. But all the rest of the shipmates, they slam over to the side, and first mate Smithers, he's up on top of the crow's nest. He's fine, falls down, a good 20 feet, lands on his fucking arm. He's like, it's a good one. It's a good one, Captain. His arm just dangling in the sides over there. And the captain's just like, I love to do it. Flying through. And as you guys continue to go, you see Smithers, he kind of climbs back up. A couple hours now have gone by. It's now starting to get closer to the evening time. And you're still out in the middle of the sea. And go ahead and roll me a perception check, show, since you're up above unless anybody else has come above the ship. Or
To be honest, I probably would have too. After a few hours of watching the bartender get drunk, I probably would have ended up going up top just to see what's going on.
So roll a perception as well.
I got a 10.
I got 18 plus perception, so 19 total.
Perfect. So as you come up, or you notice, or you hear the sound of a beautiful lady singing. Show for you feel the air around you. You've been feeling the wind kind of been going through. You feel like there's no longer any wind for some reason. But for you, Captain Art, you hear the sound of a lady singing.
Can I, since I've been in the army or been in the military, I probably have an idea of what it is. Could I use Divine Sense, find out if it's got good or evil intentions?
Yeah. So again, Divine Sense will only tell you whether it is. It's weirdly worded, but it typically is not intent. It's about whether something is closer to celestial, which are the 9, or evil, which are the fiends, the demons. So
okay. Then I guess the other thing is, how much background knowledge would I have of the strange female noise? Do I know about it?
Let's roll a history check.
Okay.
I'll tell you what you know from there.
Okay.
Roll a history, and there's different tiers.
Well, I got 15.
Perfect. So basically, 10 would have got you. You know that this is merfolk of some sort. You don't know, there are some sort of sea creatures. They typically will sing to lure people in, like a siren from Greek mythology. So they typically will try to get people to come closer to them, and then will sink their ship. So for you getting a 15, you know that typically when you hear this noise, it's already too late.
Okay. Then, if that's the case, I would probably do the best I can. I don't know how much control I have over, but the first thing I would do is I'd probably yell at everyone to either get down below and then close your ears.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Close 'em.
How many of you
Close
guys
'em.
listen?
Do what?
I would not go below, but I would close my ears.
Perfect. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we all get taken up?
No,
I
you
guess
guys are
depends,
down.
yeah.
He would have
Okay,
yelled.
yeah,
He
I-
would have yelled down to you guys to close your ears or to,
Mhm.
all the people that
Right.
were up. He would have yelled.
Yeah,
pretty much all
I
the
should
rest
say,
of
I
the
guess
people-
cover your ears, right? Is the better cover your
No.
ears, everyone? Yeah.
Dragons,
Close,
dragons have that ability.
close
to
your ear
just, like,
holes.
flip
Just
them. They just like
Yeah. So you do see them close their ears. The captain, he laughs at you and goes, my ears have been closed the whole time, boy. And he's, swimming through, and he's trying to like spin and do all sorts of crazy stuff. And then you hear First Mate Smithers is kind of been in this weird trance and goes, "Why, Captain? How come we're not moving?" And Captain says, "Aye, matey, what you be talking about? The ship be moving just fine." And Show again, you notice that there's no wind in the sails. There's nothing that's been moving. And then what you guys notice is you guys see a giant blue fish-like person, full on hands and feet, has climbed aboard wearing a pirate set, and he is a pirate Sahuagin. And unfortunately, I rolled to see if this was going to happen, and they ended up beating your check, Captain Nerd. Sorry, but can everybody roll initiative? We're
shit.
going to be in our first fight.
We're being boarded.
So
11.
perfect.
I got a 9.
Not an 8.
I don't want to do this.
I don't want to wait.
Oh
So-
my
I
god!
got
Ah,
Two.
stupid.
3
Oh my
minus
God.
1, baby.
Perfect.
I got a 12.
Let me find a notebook.
To be honest though, he's literally in this broom closet, just like focused. Like we're doing things.
That's what we would
in
want you
there.
to be last though, to be like tinkering, he's doing stuff.
He's
He is
tinkering.
in
Yeah.
there.
Show up unless somebody fucking comes to get him.
All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Owlbear. I'm gonna pull up the scene here in a second. Will everybody tell me if they got a 20 or 15 to 20 or anything above a 20? Did anybody get above a 20?
Mm-mm.
We all
fif-
rolled bad.
Yeah.
15 to 20.
Nope.
Anybody 10 to 15?
I got a
Yeah,
12.
Okay, so 12.
I got an 11.
Okay, so Raven first, and then we'll go L, and then 5 to 10.
I got 9.
I got an
9,
8.
8. Okay. So we got
Jesus.
Ert, and
Yeah, we all did
got-
better.
That's what I have a
I'm
plus
tired.
3 to initiative.
That's okay.
Same.
Tydox, you are last.
To be
They
fair, he
ambushed
was
the
on the
shit
bottom
out
of
of
the
us.
ship, so he had
Yeah.
to run up last.
Let me roll
Yeah.
for. So essentially, how combat's going to work, it'll be enemies. I'm going to roll for them as a pact, and they'll have the same initiative. Then you guys will have all of your initiative, and then if you have allies within combat as well, which you will in this scenario, being the crew of the ship, they will also have their own collective initiative. So I'm not going to do. There might be a lot of enemies that you see on the board. They're all going to have the same initiative as whatever I roll. Okay, so I'm going to roll for the allies and see what you guys have.
Come on, allies.
Okay.
Save us. Get
And then
Hey, Billy Bones, help me.
Raven, what was yours again? 12?
12, yeah.
All right. All right. So all of you guys go to Owlbear. You guys are
Owlbear,
You go to our
come together
first.
on our ship.
Tell me if you guys can see everything.
Ooh,
Let me put. Sorry.
yeah, I'm so
Oh,
pretty.
dude. Okay, and then he is down here somewhere. All right. So now that I know where you guys are at, tell me where. So we have Show who's out.
Be like over in between the two cannons by that rope or anchor, whatever.
You guys should be able to move your tokens as well.
Oh, okay. I would be
So-
right here.
I
Okay.
have specific squares that are blacked out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why
they
it's
should be.
supposed to be.
They should be.
Whereabouts was the workshop?
Mm-hmm. So it's
You're
right
down
underneath the
below.
stairs. You are all
Is
the
it,
way
like,
down.
underneath those stairs. Okay.
Where's the
And
Where's the top of the ship? It should be
then
up
you
here,
would
right?
be here probably.
Oh yeah, it is up here. It's the same
Yeah.
room. Basically,
It's-
this level
like
is the captain's, and these two are the upper
Yeah.
uppers.
So I'll
So
explain
this and this
everything.
is the same.
So it's the same ship. Obviously, these are the different levels that are in the ship. It is the bottom is the the third floor of the ship. It's where kind of some of the rooms are at. It's where the bar would be at as well, as you can see on here. I will move the allies. Your token is your character that you had given me before. So move that character free of will. But this will be our first combat session. So there might be a little bit of questions or concerns that you guys have with it. But what you guys have seen to start off with is.
By the way, I cannot move my person.
That is unfortunate. Let me figure out.
Is
I
there
can
black
move
squares
mine.
on anyone else?
Can everybody move
Yes.
their characters or?
Yes, sir.
I can move mine.
Yes.
Elredine, can you not move? You can't move this character at all.
Now I can.
I had your placeholder as the sorcerer crown. Are you above deck or are you in this on the right side?
I believe I would have been somewhat coming out of the.
Moji, you need to be up one more floor, I think,
Cabin
because you're on
area.
the top, right?
Probably
No, it's this in the middle
is
of
the
these
second.
two ships is the same. So the difference between these two levels, so this and this are exactly the same on these two. These right here and right here are not the same over on the sides. So do you see how like this is below because how like a ship? It's fine. I'll just move it. But these
no, that's
two
fine.
in the middle here and here are the same levels.
All right. So what you guys have noticed, a bunch of big poppies who have showed up.
Ooh.
Called Sahuagin. Right?
Chat.
Oh, my bad. I don't know.
So
where
who
you were.
again?
So these are Sahuagin.
Say
so-
who again?
This is what you noticed. And then let me pull up my. Let me pull you guys here now.
Stone giant.
Moon bear.
Love it.
All right. So
It's gonna be something.
So you see, Captain. They go first. So your allies actually go first. You rolled a very high number. Sorry, actually, the Sahuagin have a surprise attack, so they go first.
Yeah, they would.
So they basically, you see at the very front is a Sahuagin. So the first person that you would have seen are these guys right here that would have hopped aboard. These guys are called Sahuagin Coral Smashers. And you see them fucking bonk these crew members right in front of their head with warhammers. And they suck at fucking hitting, so they whiffed at both of them. Both of their attacks. I'm gonna roll just one time basically for each kind of group that I use, whether they hit or not. And then the ones up top next to this would be first mate Smithers. They are up top here. Captain Ert, did you say you were up top or are you up in the middle? Are you in the hammocks?
I mean, I was up top, but
So
I
the
don't know
top
where-
would be here.
Okay. Yeah, you can move me.
So you would have been here basically with them. So they would have
Okay.
attacked you as well. They suck at hitting too. I don't think a 12 hits you.
No, my armor class is 16.
Jesus.
Mind your business.
Oh, wait.
I'm a
Never mind.
dragon. I'm fierce.
Fierce.
Slay Queen.
Sasha
Need
Fierce.
to get these guys. Sorry. I'm pretty sure it hits them too, but. So they fucking whiff on all these people because they suck at 14 and the freaking first one you got to. All right, so they miss. And then the priestess is the last one. So she's her own entity. She fucking waylays this Captain Billy Bones. You see Captain Billy Bones whip out a scimitar and he goes, "Ah, have at ya! This ain't my first rodeo!" And he starts, going, ching-changing this priestess, and this priestess has the two coral smashers. They have big war hammers. The two little Sahuagin, they have like a trident of some sort. The priestess has a big magic staff, and she's tries to cast some sort of spell on him or some sort of spell, and so we move over to now the allies because that was their first turn. They are actually still ahead of you guys. So a surprise combat basically means that they attack first, and then they have a whole round of combat before you guys. So they'll come back later here in a second.
They've effectively done nothing because
They effectively did nothing because they suck at doing anything.
thank goodness.
So you see the pirate captain fucking come in and he's you haven't seen my first rodeo, and you see him slash and dice this chick, and let's see, it does. He fucking yeets this bitch for a lot of her health.
Nice.
Okay, and then you see, "All right, Captain, good shot over there." And then you see First Mate Smithers. He goes to stab this one right in front of him with his scimitar. Let's see if he fucking he crits this chick. He fucking stabs this right in the heart and kills it immediately. So this one dies. These are not very strong.
Wow.
So he fucking
My gosh.
immediately murders one of them, and
This is
you
a
see him
boss.
Go, Captain
"All right,
Billy
Captain,"
Bones.
and you see him stab and slice through this first one, and then these other crew members. They are not very. They're not trained with weapons, so they whiff, and one of them is very terrified, and so he's trying to duck and hide underneath the coral smasher. This one over on the left, who's been manning the sails. He's horrified at what's happened. So back to the enemies. Sorry, guys. Fucking coral smashers miss because they suck. They rolled 2 nat ones, just so you know. 2 nat ones. Just pisses me off. The priestess misses 2. And this guy, what'd you say your armor class was? 16, right?
Yeah, mine's 16.
Perfect. This first guy, he
Crunching.
hits you for 2 damage, 2 piercing damage. So
Here's 2 piercing damage to me.
yeah, so this one over here, right up on you.
Okay.
Reaction.
Okay. Damage. 2. Got it.
All right,
He's
and
like,
then
"Ah,
now we are
scratch
up
me."
to Raven. Raven, you are on the bottom floor. It takes about 30 feet for you to move. However, you just need to get to one staircase to get all the way up to the top. So, because you're off in the bar over on this bottom left corner,
Yeah, I can move to about here in the hallway.
you can dash to get to 60 feet.
Okay,
So,
I'll do that because there's just me and crewmates down here, right? There's
yeah.
no enemies. All right, I can dash to just before
Get almost to the.
staircase.
Perfect. And once you get to the staircase, you can pretty much, you'll be up automatically.
Okay.
Essentially. So, L, we're up to you, big guy.
I'm guessing these two blue boys shouldn't be here right now on this ship.
These two blue boys should be on the ship. The Coral Smashers. These guys.
Well, I was talking like they're bad guys, so shouldn't be on the ship.
Oh yeah, yes, you're in character. Good job. My bad.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to upcast magic missile on the one
Test.
closest to me.
To second level.
Oh.
Yes.
Roll a d20, my friend. Plus your spell modifier.
Oh Jesus, that would be 13.
Perfect. All right, choose 3 characters, would you? Perfect, Bounce. Sophie's is here, dude. Heck yeah.
Time for the
On the trade,
just like
man.
his character. He just was.
It's his character. I swear it's canon now. This is amazing.
I love it. Pick 3 characters, would you?
I'm gonna pick both of the coral and one of the
Zorf.
Yes.
Roll initiative.
Okay. Yeah, roll initiative, Zorf.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah.
the 2, you just missed the 1 Cruel Smasher. The other one, though, and the
Nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
not 20, perfect.
The only part of the fucking group that's rolling well and he shows up.
I definitely did not roll nat 20 for the session.
Nice, good, man.
I'm so sorry. I took a
He
nap
was-
and then I just did not wake up.
Yeah,
I've
he
been
was
there.
sweepy sweeps.
Been there, man.
You only missed a few plot points. It's no big deal.
I missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me write these things. Sorry, you take a second. These have...
What up, dude?
There.
Nice.
Bed hair and everything.
He's got the bed
He's like,
hair
I
and
just-
everything.
I got proof.
Perfect.
Bed hair.
I
love
got
it.
proof. He looks at the clock. Oh shit.
Yeah, we only messaged you a few times.
Oh.
He's like, I didn't even look.
The phone right next to me. I guess it's on vibrate, so
All right, man.
You're good, dude.
Glad you
You
made it for
on
the
the
fun
ship,
part.
so
Yeah, right. Your sneak is incredible.
You are on the ship, so you
Okay.
are in combat. We'll get to your turn here in a second. If you pull up Owlbear, which is the thing
Yeah.
I shared in, it should be in our general chat.
I got it.
Yeah, you should be able to load in and you'll see your little token. So, and then crew. Sorry, I needed to write this down beforehand and I forgot to. So let's do
It's okay.
So crew.
Also, Zorpheus, your character is now canon in narcolepsy.
Yeah.
The donkey carried you aboard. Just kidding.
So what happens is can you describe how you try to use magic missile? And I'll tell you what happens.
Okay, let's see. Oh, fuck. I guess I kind of try to move my hand like I'm casting a fireball.
Okay, so you are you using the crystal ball at this point?
Can I dual wield both my balls?
Yeah. You need the crystal ball in one hand to then be able to do any sort of magic. If you're focusing your magic on this crystal ball to try to enhance some of the ability checks. So you start to move your hand around in a wave. You start to see some sort of fire or something to try to cast this magic missile. And then what you notice is a storm cloud form above the ship. A dark cloud has appeared, and you miss one of the Coral Smashers. The two crewmates get zapped by lightning for 10 damage, and the Coral Smasher next to you also gets smashed with lightning. And that's your turn. Or do you have a bonus action, or do you want to try to do anything else? Sorry. You want to move, anything like that?
No, I think I'm good.
Perfect. All right. Next up is Ert.
Okay, so depending on if I hit this guy or not depends on what I'm straight. Because I just saw the captain. Because I'm with the captain right
No, you're with the first mate.
with the first mate. Okay, perfect.
You're with first mate Smithers.
Then
You
I'm
just
going to
yeeted one of these Sahuagin.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna go do then is I'll probably just draw my blade. I probably just kind of deflected what are these things called? Merman.
Sahuagin.
They're
They're
probably
fish
just deflected
people.
the first
They're
Sahuagin, and then he hit me with his blade. That's why I took some damage, but it barely did anything. And then so I'm probably just going to attack him with my I'll probably just do my my longsword, to be honest. And then I don't understand the two different ones though. I have a 1d10.
So if you have a shield in your hand and one, you use the top one. If you choose to use two hands, you'll have to put your shield up. You'll use the bottom one. So it's called a versatile weapon. You're able to use either one hand or two.
Okay. So I don't have my shield out because I deflected it. That's how damage. So I'm just gonna grab my regular longsword and then I'll attack with that one.
Perfect.
So that one is at the top one then?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you have your shield out, right? As we said.
No. I don't have my shield up. That's why I took
then it's
damage.
the bottom one. It's the bottom one.
Okay. So then I'm gonna attack with that one then, and then I'll attack with I guess so. And then I need to hit him, right?
Yeah, you will roll your d20 and then
nat 20.
add whatever it says. Oh, so that's a crit. So you'll double your damage.
Okay, and then so I roll a 1d10.
So you'll roll 2d10s.
2d10s? Okay.
And then you'll add whatever it says plus whatever. Okay. So you'll double your dice rather than your actual damage itself.
1, 2. Oh shit! Is this 10? Okay, it's 10. And then so my first one is a 9.
Okay.
Plus 4, right?
So did you roll 2d10s?
No, not yet. So that was 13 on that first roll.
So roll 2 and then add the plus.
Oh, okay. So 9 and then 5. So 14. So 19.
So 19 damage. Perfect. You fucking almost obliterate this motherfucker. So describe kind of how you hit him, what you do. He's on death's door, but he's not dead yet.
So basically, after I deflected blade that came down at me, I just grab my sword from my side and just go with a massive uppercut. Just go and just right up, going right across his body, and just makes a nice clean diagonal cut right across his entire chest.
Perfect. You start to see some like green liquid kind of pour out of him that you can only assume is Sahuagin blood. Perfect. Do you have any bonus actions or anything else that you want to?
It depends. Can I? I think I'm gonna save. I do have. Want to save it because I can use the bonus action as a reactionary, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna save it. Depends on what the Sahuagin does.
Cool. Okay. And then we will move to Show.
So Show is going to pick up the rope that's by his feet right now, and he's going to go to the Sahuagin or the Coral Crusher that's on his left. So this one over here,
Yeah.
Is it big enough? Is it like too big where he couldn't go in and try to like? I think he would basically try to like rush in, try to like headbutt him, and then take the rope and try to then start to like choke him back and pull him back with him and like try to start choking him out basically.
Yeah, you can try to grapple him for sure. So,
Mhm.
yeah, he's about 10 feet. You're 6 feet, so he's a little bit bigger than you, but you can certainly use the rope. Would you roll me an athletics check?
Yes. 9 plus 15.
9. So 9.
9
okay,
plus
so
6.
you rolled just enough to block it from him. And so, yeah, you now have him grappled.
Okay, cool. So I would just be like fighting, struggling on the ground with him.
Perfect. Just to clarify something, or I misspoke. I thought you had said you wanted to save your reaction. You can't use a bonus action as a reaction unless it says specifically in your reactions that you can use it.
Okay.
So,
That's fine.
unless
I still
in your
don't- I'm
reactions
good
it
to-
says as a this certain thing you can do.
Okay.
That's my bad on clarity.
No, you're
but
good. But
you
it
can
doesn't really
use a
change my own
reaction
thing.
on either your turn or someone else's turn, which
Okay.
is what I thought you were asking.
Yeah, I think I explained it wrong.
If you want to use your bonus action, I will let you use that now. But if you're trying to use like your reaction protection on something, then
I was thinking if he was gonna run away from me, I was gonna use oh, I'm looking at Ravens. Doesn't make sense.
your attack of opportunity.
No, I was gonna do if he was trying to run away from me, I was just gonna use where is it at? Um Champion challenge.
Gotcha. Okay.
But since he's not, I don't think it's
Yeah. No, you are totally good. Yeah, that'd be something that you would use on your turn. It's not as a reaction, but
okay.
good to know. Just clarity, trying to keep things point of order.
Okay.
So, did you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Well, I guess I wanted to attack and then the grapple be my bonus action.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Yeah. So you can certainly use your bonus action first, and then you can use your action now to do whatever you want as he's grappled, especially because you have Tavern Brawler for those that are
Okay,
watching
so-
at home.
I think he would he has him pulled back and he would start trying to like sock him in the face, basically,
Cool.
just with his
Will you-
hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Will you roll a d20 and then you'd add your +6?
Oh, I rolled so bad. A 2 plus 8. Or plus 2 is 6, so 8.
It does not hit him. You get advantage, sorry, because he's grappled. So
Oh.
you can roll that again.
Okay.
Sorry, first time doing
11
combat. It's going to be a little janky.
11 plus 6, so 17.
It does hit him now. So go ahead and roll your 1d4 plus 4.
6 total.
All right. Tydox, you are up, big guy.
Right. So to initiate this whole thing, did we hear something? Because, like I said, Tydox is probably still very much.
You would absolutely hear commotion at least going up above, especially the lightning strikes. You would have definitely heard
The
those.
lightning strikes, does Raven know where I am underneath those stairs before he runs up there?
No, probably not. He might have, but he might have walked past you, but probably not.
So, okay. Well, as this first set, he is so into his project that he takes one action to do his tinkering with his new armor,
Perfect.
and that's it.
Gotcha. So he's tinkering with the new armor to turn it
His-
into mech suit.
His
Right.
arcane armor, yes.
Perfect. Did you say you put it on or no?
It doesn't specify putting it on, but yes, essentially, as the flavor text would be, he would be tinkering with Archie in there, trying to figure out how to modify this new suit of armor to turn it into his, mech suit. He's fitting it, adding the other flavor text spells that he has, like the magic missile and things on it, so that
Perfect.
he's probably heard something go on. He's making those final adjustments, thinking, "All right, well,
Cool.
Archie, maybe we take our little boy out for a spin. What do you think? You think it's ready? Does the diagnostic test check out?"
You see Archie tinker with some things. He is nodding into it. He pulls out a small but big hammer for him, and he smashes it down on it. And then he looks up at you, nods his head, and gives you a thumbs up.
Nice. All right, let's suit up. That's essentially what happens then.
Perfect. So as you are suiting up, you're getting ready. Randman, you are up, big guy.
Yeah, I wake up. I'm like, oh, I'm starved. When's breakfast? Where's breakfast, guys? I'm so hungry.
Yeah, you wander out into the hallway to see Raven full sprinting, about 6 seconds in front of you.
Oh, off to the cafeteria. Oh, I'm hungry. After a feast like yesterday, I could go for round 2.
Perfect. Yeah, so if you want to dash, you can actually get up to catch up to Raven.
Okay. I will do just that. I guess that puts me up here with the crew.
Yes.
I like
Yes,
the idea that you were so hungry you just ran right past me.
You don't really see him, but he's like, right underneath you.
No one beats
You'll
me
see
to
me.
breakfast. What about second breakfast?
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
So we will go back to our allies. And our allies. He sucks at freaking hitting.
Okay.
Oh, he does hit him. Nice. Great job, Captain. Ah! You won't begin the best of me as he stabs this bitch again. He's just dueling back and forth. He's just stabbing her with all sorts of fun stuff. 8 points of damage. And then the next one, first meet Smithers. He's like, "Oi, I'm gonna help the Dragonborn," and he walks over to, or the Dragon Man, and he walks over and tries to help you, and you see him slip down the railing, and he crashes over into the stairs. So
A broken arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He has a broken arm. He, is pretty much useless and walks over there. So now the other crew members who don't really have anything else, this one on the left does get to roll with advantage. These ones, they have a light hammer. So this one over here sees that you're grappling him, Mojo, or Shonen, and he walks over. He goes, "Oi, I can fight him." And he comes over, and he's got like a light hammer in one hand that's like for fixing the boat, and then you see he's got a big like fishing hook that slings over, and he fucking slams us into the coral crasher thing for. Hits him really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this one on the right is trying to run away. He also he has a similar setup. He sees the other guy pull out a hook, and so this guy pulls out a cannonball and comes over and tries to throw it at the coral smasher. And he hits him as well for that. And the last one looks over to the edge, and he screams in horror as Guys, I found what was stopping the ship.
Oh.
As you guys see, it's one octopus, but I put it in 3 different spots to signify the one ship. But you see about a 20-foot, 19 and a half to be specific, so that he can stay in the large category for anybody that's watching. But he is a very large octopus, has wrapped himself around the ship, and this is what's been holding the ship back. And so you see this little guy, hey, get off my ship, as he tries to hammer this ship down, or this octopus down. And he misses. He sucks. And then we will go, because you guys rolled super bad. Sorry, guys. We're going to go our bad guys. Pull up the...
Bad guys! Because I'm the bad guy. Oh, we can't do that. It's copyright.
Yeah, copyright,
Give
dude.
us
Chill
Steve
out,
Martin.
man.
Yeah.
Chill
Yeah, we don't
out,
wanna
chill
do
out,
that.
man.
Is
Oh,
Captain
too much
Earth
there.
a big Billie Eilish fan?
He is.
Yeah, he is. He's for sure. The Sikihugan, the priestess, and we're going to just roll for her.
He's like that green hair.
Fucking close, dude.
Billie Eilishia.
The Coral Smasher that is being grappled now. Mojo, can you, or he's going to roll a strength check to break out of this, actually.
Oh, dang.
And he fails miserably, so he is still captured. And then the last one is going to try to hit this crewmate.
Coming strong as hell.
Hell yeah, Borther.
I rolled a nat 1 as well, so
Bro.
this. So I've rolled like 4 nat 1s
You did.
today, so it's pretty miserable. And so this Coral Smasher blasts this crewmate. 4.
We can't see your pointer.
You can't see my pointer?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, you can see it. Okay.
Because that's what it's pointing.
I'm always making sure. I was testing something.
So
perfect.
he hits this one for a good chunk of damage, though. Crewmate is still up, but is not looking great.
Oh, my back. In the middle of combat,
And
Urg's
now
like,
the
"Oh, back."
octopus now gets his turn. Now that he's here,
What the heck?
looking all pretty. Bop, bop, bop. He fucks up this ship.
Uh-oh.
It's already in a not good place to begin with.
Yeah. You see him tear off one of the sails of the ship.
Rude.
Rips the whole thing down, drags it into the ocean.
No, we only got 2 of those.
And now it is Raven's turn.
Okay.
Steam.
If I were to come out the stairs, am I pretty much
Yep,
immediately
you're-
engaged with that guy?
You can slip past him, but normally you would, like, if you were within 5 feet of him. But yeah, you're climbing up the stairs and not gonna
So
make him just smack you.
what I want to see if I can do is, as like I'm walking up the stairs, if I can just like, while he's not paying attention, take my knife and like stab him in the leg.
Roll a stealth.
All right.
Found our
17.
rogue.
Absolutely, you can.
All right. And then, all right. So
And roll. Yeah,
still roll for hit.
yeah. Roll the hit. You can roll this one with advantage. Typically, I know that's only given to like rogues, but
With advantage, it's like 26.
yeah, for sure.
Jesus.
You,
And then, oh, D4. Okay.
I should be D4 plus, I believe, 4.
Plus 2
two
for my dagger. So 3 damage.
Nice.
And then I'll kind of pop out right there.
Sick.
And that's it for me.
He's like, watch out.
Nice. I don't know what happened to L.
the
I don't
Did we
know if
lose
he
him
just
in-
pieced out.
the octopus came and like its little tentacles snuck up and then it grabbed him and it threw him overboard.
He's just swinging
No,
them in
he
the air.
still needs to be here at some point, but I don't know where he's at or what happened to him. I assume
that.
he's going to get back by now, but he did not. So
Used that teleport magic and
Like,
didn't make it.
yeah, I don't know. It's a janky session, but it's good, man. We're killing it.
It's
Literally.
like completely offline.
Yeah, I'm gonna message him.
What's offline?
Pandy.
Android it still says he's like completely offline.
Oh, maybe his mom came in. I didn't even realize he was gone.
Why the
Dang
camera went off.
internets.
So,
Maybe his mom
anyways,
came
we
in.
will skip him for now. We'll say, yeah, that octopus has picked him up or has,
Terrified him.
Scared him into action right now for the viewers at home. And then where did Albert go? Okay. Okay, so yeah. Next person up is Ert.
And how badly damaged does this thing look? Can I tell, like, out of curiosity? Like, I know I did some damage to it, right?
It looks pretty fucked up. It looks like on its death's door. It looks like it is dying.
Okay. Then obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and attack it again. Do I have to tell you what I'm with, or just see if I can hit first?
You would still need to hit first before.
Okay, so then I'm gonna roll just to attack it again, and I rolled that looks like a 7, but is it +6? Is my DC? Is that what that
I
is?
believe so. I have all you guys pulled up. Yeah, +6.
So that
yeah.
means I got 13.
A 13 to hit this guy does hit him.
Sweet. Just because you said he's kind of on death's door, and basically after I was gonna hit him with an auto strike. Can I like kick him?
Sure. Yeah, if you hit him with an honor strike, he definitely dies.
Okay, cool.
He only had 3 HP.
Oh, sweet, even better. So basically, after my giant swing that basically cut him like damn near in half. After that, I just bam made a massive kick and just kicked him as far as I could, just to get him away from.
You
And
see
then,
him splat into the railing right there and it disappear into existence.
And I can still. Does that my move, or can I like still move?
You can still move.
I would probably make my way towards. Does the captain look like he needs help, or should I? Can I attack the octopus at all? I probably make.
You could attempt to attack the octopus for sure. It is about 10 feet underneath the water, or like in the water, like on the surface of it. You see it kind of hanging on the side of the ship,
Okay.
but you see most of its tentacles are wrapped around it as well.
Okay, then I'd most likely try to deal with the threat first. Then I'm just gonna make my way over to the captain, which I believe he might. I don't know if he needs help or not. I can't really tell. He's kind of far away.
He's kind of far away. You would have to cross because it is 2 separate sides of the ship. You would then have to like go down here and then.
Okay, I was wondering
you would
about
be,
that.
like, here. So
Is it 2 separate sides? Wouldn't it just be? Could just go. Let me see. Where's the measuring? I could go like down here and then down there, right?
yeah, you could go either side you want.
So it's 15 and then 45 because I can
if
move
you
60
if
feet,
you want to
right?
make an athletics check, you can even jump off the ship or off the rail of the ship.
Yeah, can I do? Let me see if it makes even that difference.
So you have 30 feet of movement.
30 feet?
Yeah,
Unless you dash.
unless you dash, but you just attacked, so you can't dash.
Yeah.
Oh, so he can't dash. My bad.
I think it's like the same. I'll do it. Can I do an athletics check? I just want to see if I can jump over the rail.
Sure.
Cool.
Mhm.
Attaboy.
And then
It's a cool
Where's that?
move.
I got a 16 plus 4, so 20.
Sweet. Yeah. So you clear that thing like a fucking.
All right. So
You've been
after
in
Captain
battle.
Erd just kicks that guy, he makes a quick glance around the battlefield, and then he quickly just jumps over the railing and basically tries to make a beeline straight the captain, which would put him right around, I think, there.
Perfect. So we'll put you here because this is now the middle section above, and then we'll put you back up
Okay.
when it comes to it.
Okay.
Sweet. Show, you were up.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
I'm stupid.
Sorry, what were you gonna say? Ert, did you have anything else before?
No, you're good. This kind of confused me, but we're good. We're good. I'll just do that. We're good.
Cool.
So Show is like still struggling with him, and I think he is starting to like he's like angry that he's still like starting to be grappling with him for this long, and I think he enters rage. And then he's gonna go and just try to hit him in the face as he's struggling with him on the ground.
Perfect. You get an extra +2 to these attacks, so
Okay.
do a +8 when you roll.
Okay.
+8. Sheesh.
So I got an 8 plus 8.
So 16.
14.
It does barely hit him.
Okay, and then now it's a D4, right?
Yeah, D4, and it'll be +6.
So this one will be then a 9 total. And so I think he would be like trying to like come into the face, and he'll just be like, "Just let me hit you!" Like, and just
You see this guy struggle, and he is very, very close to dying. You see that he's bloodied and bruised again, similar. He's got a green coming off him. You guys pretty much attack these things without letting them talk, but they're all speaking some sort of fish language that you don't really understand. So
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. But yeah, do you have anything else? Because use your bonus action to rage and then attack.
Yeah.
Are you gonna move or do anything?
No, I'm still gonna be grappling this guy basically on the ground, and
Perfect. So we will then move to Tydox.
Okay. Now, has the octopus like tried to instead of I'm thinking if I don't have to go upstairs, if I don't have to go to the main deck, is he like poking through anything, like breaking anything in the hull of the ship that I could just like punch him through with thunder gauntlets?
Roll your roll a perception.
Roll perception.
It's got to be higher than a 2.
Shit. Higher than 2. 16.
Okay, so you definitely see a one eye pop up in one of the windows. You see a giant eye, slip sideways, and you see the eye of what you would assume is you have no idea. You just see a gigantic eye pop
Nice,
up
Eric. Nice.
in the middle of the window.
Okay. Is he? Oh, well, you guys. He wants to, because as he comes out of the room, I don't think anybody else has seen. Well, nobody else has seen this before, so he's kind of. It's almost like a blue and little bit of emerald colored suit that he is designed. So now he's basically a suited mech. You can still see his face, but because he didn't put the suit on fully, so the helmet stays open. So he pops out the door. Ah, Raymond, there you are. Haven't seen you in a while. It was
Yes.
There's an eye over here. Are we being watched by something? What's
Oh,
going on?
I just woke up. I hope I didn't make this breakfast.
Oh, we have breakfast. Oh, maybe we should head
Yeah.
upstairs.
I think
So-
yeah, I think Falcourt must have he must have gone already. He went up.
Oh, he went up. Ah, well. Yes. Then of course, I wanted to get his opinion on this as well. So, without without thinking much of it, we just go upstairs because I think we can still see Raven at the top of the stairs. Are you still in the stairs?
Yeah, like I'm just outside of it, so
Okay.
so you could probably
Comes-
see me from the stairwell.
Comes up the stairs and like shouts to Raymond. Hey Raymond, how are you? I think I wanted to show you my new invention. What do you think of this?
Well,
He would go up the stairs.
doing pretty good. Just stabbed this guy with a knife. So
Shell is like struggling, and he's like, "Well, I'm not doing very good over here."
Down here's
What
like,
is he is distraught now. So I don't know how much movement I would have used to be like go literally from underneath the stairs to
You would
in the
you would have
staircase.
moved. You would have moved any. You technically it would have been like 5 to 10 feet as you're moving up, but we'll just say that you didn't move. You would have had to into the same square, right? So you're still able to.
Do I have the 30
move.
feet or do I
Yeah,
have
you're still
25?
able to move the full 30 feet.
Perfect. So as it shows over there, struggle bussing. I believe I can. Yeah, how far are we? Okay, we are going to switch back to the movement, and he wants to show off a little bit. I can't like attach Archie and my peg together, but I'll just keep moving them. Archie is with me, not inside the suit, but on it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go up to this coral smasher, and as his action, he is going to show off his thunder gauntlets.
Sick.
We're going to attempt to attack. Just punch him, and we got a 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Wow.
All right. So with that, that was so
Worst
disheartening.
blow.
That was the
It
worst.
doesn't matter though. He had 1 HP left, so you fucking come over and how do you want to kill this guy?
So, how tall, roughly?
He's about 10 feet tall. How tall would you be in your suit? Does your
So
suit come with legs or does it come with arms?
I think it would be
Makes him shorter.
it makes me shorter. No. I think it's almost like not like a complete Gundam, but obviously there's a smaller person inside a bigger suit, right?
That's what I meant
So
too.
he's probably closer to probably 7 feet. He wants to feel tall. So like if an average person is 6-ish. How tall is Sho and Ert?
I'm 6 foot. Is like 8 feet, I think.
Yeah, because I think he would fit like in the middle with you two. I don't think he would have gotten as tall as Ert,
7'10".
but I think so like 7 foot would be what I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I put you at in your little thing, just to signify that you're bigger.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Okay, so yes, Raven, this is the one we're taking down. I'm just gonna assume they're bad, and he just comes up, charges that gauntlet, and just like straight uppercuts this dude, blasting him right in the jaw. Then after he probably goes flying, my second action, because essentially it's the homunculus turn.
Yeah.
I don't know
with Tydox.
I don't know how to roll Archie's stuff, but I'm going to just use dice manually, if that's fine.
Yeah, I'll pull up his
The stat block.
His stat block, yeah. I have it pulled up somewhere. All right.
So with his
ranged. Oh God, it's not great. I'm so sorry. Archie attempted to help Cho and shoot that other guy with the force strike because it's a ranged weapon,
Mm-hmm.
30 feet. He got nat 1.
Oh,
Gotcha. And he does not have any modifiers, so he misses.
Yeah, he just didn't. He
Sorry,
like-
I thought you attacked the one that Show was attacking earlier, but I realized that you used your Thunder Gauntlets. So
yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't get over far enough, so he attacked the
My
one next
bad.
to me.
yeah, so point of order, that one is still
Okay.
alive.
Chat. Well, I think the entire cycle still would have stand. I would have probably tried to uppercut this dude and do damage, and then
Cool. The one
tell
next to
Archie to
Mojo,
go
or
over.
the one next to Show, has 1 HP.
What HP?
The other
And
one
Mhm.
still
Archie
has
couldn't
quite
get
a
it.
bit.
Couldn't touch him.
So
After Archie's miss, he's probably just like kind of
you
frustration.
see Archie sits up and pulls out like a big bazooka, and he shoots, but it's a little tiny rocket, and it flies just like straight through, and just.
It's
You see him puff his chest up. He pulls out this freaking gargantuan like thing, and he's just like, he puts in a little cigarette, and he just
yeah.
cool guy
That's super
sunglasses
cool.
and shoots it, and it freaking whiffs all over the place. And so it's like, well, that sucks. So
Archie, it's all right. We're gonna get him on the next one.
he
Okay, I'm a
looks and
little
he's just
closer.
freaking out. So you see him, loading up another shot into it. Randman, you're up, big guy.
All right. And still not worried. He's like, what are they serving up there? What are they serving up there, Tydox? Oh, wait, don't tell me. I'll come up. I'm coming up myself. He comes up. It's like finally sees what's going on because he was just down here the whole time, or just sleeping the whole time. It's like, oh,
He's just napping.
oh, that's a bit bigger than what I'm used to fighting at home.
Point of order also, Randman, while you've been sleeping, you had gotten here earlier than everyone else. They had no idea, but basically the priest had kind of sent you on ahead and had given you a slingshot, one of the ones that, like David and Goliath, he gave you 20 pebbles to use. But if you find something else to use, we can talk about it, whatever else you want to use. But it gave you basically 20 shots of pure good slingshot ammo. So
Got the pebbles.
Yeah, you have 20 shots until you need to get more.
I was thinking he's just had like steel beats.
He's just the most rock hard.
It's just a
Basically
few get lost in his clothes.
I can see that too. So pebbles that look like beets for sure.
Beat-shaped pebbles. All right, but I guess he's joining the fight. He's not used to taking on creatures of this size. He usually fights like a badger, occasional hare. But he'll do his best. He'll do a sling attack. How do I calculate hit modifier here? Just a D20.
So it's a D20. Essentially it's going to be still. I forgot to put it in. But does not actually have that thing. It is a D20. It's a long bow. I'll just change it. Let me change it real quick. That's on me. Terrible DM, dude. Everyone yell at me.
My goodness.
I forgot to add Sophie. I did a good job in adding everyone else's. It is
That's
the same
crazy.
equivalent as a longbow.
Yeah, I did add. I go ahead and add the sling bullets in.
Yeah,
Common
I
Bird
will.
has to go to the bathroom.
So yeah, I'll just.
Oh
reuse.
yeah, it added. Yeah, we'll use the longbow, and I'll change the name to sling.
Yeah, it's probably for the better. Sling does D4.
Yeah.
Not this draw.
But there you go. There you go. Fully set up, dude.
Yeah, those beats extra hard. The pointy tip is really what gives them the damage.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Alright, I'll just roll with the thing. 8.
Perfect. 8 plus 8 to the Coral Smasher. You do hit him.
Ooh. Okay, well, let's see. Damage is d4 plus 4. I don't have a thing that just lets me roll it.
It
Alright,
should be a D8 plus 4.
d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
Google Dice. Alright, that is 4 plus 4. That is an 8.
8. Perfect.
Hit the nearest big guy.
Pretty messed up. No.
Bean him in the head.
Perfect. All right. Do you do anything else with your turn?
Do I have anything else I could do? Actually, wait, he's probably already taken damage, right?
He has.
Before. He was below max health.
Yep.
Because then I get my Colossus Slayer, which does an extra
extra
D8
8.
damage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
2.
Nice. He
Take
is
what we can get.
knocking on death's door, man. Really close. Is there anything else you can do with your turn?
Let's see. No, I don't have much else I can do. I could cast Primeval Awareness. Check if we have any creatures nearby.
There's some creatures nearby.
All right, good to know. Good to know.
Perfect. You got him down, man.
It's like
All
port of
right.
order. Yes, creatures. Yes.
Like, guys,
I
something,
feel like he's just like, yes, a calamari.
something must be nearby. Better be careful. He hasn't
Captain,
seen the octopus.
Captain Billy Bones, he's slinging and dinging up on this. He's this priest. You see him, I'm God, just been slicing back and forth. And then the Sahuagin priest has been just like, yelling nonsense, fish language to her, to him. And he's like, I don't know what you be saying, but I know you're on my ship. And he stabs and cuts her through. And she's like shaking her hands. And if anybody can see this, you can roll an insight of what's been going on. But
Let's see.
I don't
you
want to
see
be
it.
seeing it.
You see this piratey Sahuagin speaking this fish language, and then he stabs her and almost kills her, but does not. So, and the rest of them all suck at doing anything. So, I rolled like 9 nat ones, and it's
Just got a weighted dice today.
So it is miserable. So the Coral Smasher does not break out of this freaking grapple. The other one smashes. He will smash probably Pony or probably Tydox as he's gotten into here.
Yeah, man.
So, Tydox, unfortunately, he does hit through your super nice shield.
Oof.
With a 21. So
Jesus.
he rolls really high. Rolled really well, and then he rolled really high. And you have not taken any damage yet.
Correct. No.
Okay. He hits you for only 9 points of damage. This is Warhammer.
Captain Ert, did you want to roll insight on what the priestess was saying?
What do you mean?
Well, you left to go get milk, apparently.
And cookies?
So, you can roll certainly for that. The octopus starts to tear some more off on the ship. Ship has a certain number of health points. The octopus continues to bash the ship into pieces. Not enough where you see any water come in, but definite damage has been done to the ship. As it continues its onslaught, we go to Raven.
can I move next to Tydox and like staying engaged with this guy without like
Yep.
having okay? Because I basically want to roll over to him.
Well, if-
Go for it. What do you say?
Oh, there's a railing right there, isn't there? Never mind.
Yeah.
Because if we can pincher attack him, then you get advantage.
Sort of. Only rogues actually get that perk.
Booty. Okay.
So I
Oh,
am
yeah, you're not actually
confident
rogue.
in everyone else's ability to just obliterate this guy. So I'm actually coming over to cure your wounds.
Ooh.
You want to role play what you do to give him cure wounds?
Yes. So I am fixing together a drink
In the midst of combat. I
in the
love
midst
it.
of combat. So hold on, I gotta roll this twice.
Nice.
Actually, no. I'll use a level 1 cure wounds, so you heal 10.
Oh shoot, that's
And
that's max.
with your
Back up to max.
healing healer feat, you also get +2, I believe, as well. That's what we decided.
So
Let's see what.
drink up.
Sheesh. So Archie, to nod to him. Archie, grab that. He grabs it and gets me pulls out like a little straw from behind. He's like, "Here you go." Oh my, that is wonderful. Thank you.
Perfect. I love it.
And I think, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for this turn.
Sick. We will skip L, who's getting dragged around by this octopus. He just disappeared for some reason. And we'll go back to Ert.
Back to Ert.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, back to me. Oh, my bad. Quick question. The priest gave me a silver sword. Was it my greatsword or my longsword?
It was the longsword.
Did I notice that? Did I notice that it did anything special against these dudes?
No, it doesn't do anything special to him.
Okay, cool.
You look and you see that you wouldn't know if it would do anything special to him, but there's a good likelihood that it's typically something for vampires or undead, werewolves, stuff like that.
Gotcha. So I didn't realize after Ert realizes his grave mistake that he just kind of ran past everyone and not help them. He's like, "Oh shit, I should probably help out Shonen because we're all on the same floor." And so what I think Captain Ert
Hilarious.
what Captain Ert's gonna do is he's actually gonna go over to help out Shonen and kill this thing.
Yeah,
So
you
'cause
can
he's
roll
within-
with advantage to attack this thing
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it's being grappled by Show.
Okay.
For 3 turns now. This is the
Yeah.
longest wrestling match ever.
To
Nobody
be
has
fair,
cried.
that little crewmate who's got the little hammer and they
Yeah.
hit one time, and then the rest of the time they have sucked. So even with advantage, they have missed both times. So
Oh, would no, never mind. Too far.
So okay.
Get it. You got
Get
this,
it.
Ert.
Get it.
Go over there and stomp on his.
All right.
Tail.
So I got a
His heels.
12 plus 6, and then
you do hit it. Yeah.
Okay. So just go with it.
I mean, you can roll
And
to see
then-
if you crit, but it only has 1 HP. So you whatever you do to this thing, you kill it.
Okay. So I probably chances are what happened is because I ended up jumping rails. So I didn't have my sword or my shield with me, so I basically just ran straight for the creature and just sucker punched the heck out of it with just a massive fist, punching it straight in the face as Shonen is while Shonen's still on.
Show's been punching this thing. He's been grappling it with this rope. And Show, how do you react to Captain Hurt walking over and punching this thing?
Show up, he's almost dead, and you come in for the glory, don't you? And he throws off the merman, and he pops up, and he's like about to almost get into a fight with Captain Ert.
And then Captain Ert's completely just ignoring it. He's like, "There's more than glory."
No, but then he turns to the sailor that was next to him, and he was like, "And you need to focus on learning how to use your hair a little better, son. You got 6 attempts at that."
You see him just shaking at this point. He's got a little tiny like ball hammer for like he's not meant for combat. He just is a regular dude. He's got this hammer and he's got like this fish hook, and he's just and there's a oh yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. He's just shaking in his boots.
And
Like the first time he's ever seen real combat.
he's just a poor deckhand.
Yeah, he's poor decade and no business being in this fight. But
Oh, that poor fella.
perfect show. It is actually your turn, unless Ert, you had anything else that you wanted to do.
I don't think so. That thing is dead. I've killed 2 of these now, all thanks to me. Showed him help law, and then and then and then so I'm probably because I can't move any further, right?
No.
Okay, then I'll just
Hold on.
after
You would have been. Yeah, right.
I don't think so because I had to move to show.
Yeah.
So then after that, no, that'll be the end of my turn.
Perfect. So show you are up.
Could I assess how bad the ship is in shape?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll an investigation.
I got a 6.
Well, I mean, the ship's pretty fucked up.
And not good.
Like,
What do I feel like? Would I feel enough like of like, oh, this is what I need to immediately work on, or would I just be like, it's fucked up?
With the 6, your thoughts are, damn, this ship's pretty fucked up. So,
this is pretty fucked up. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And
your
then
DC check of 5 was, ship's fucked up.
And I feel like I like glance over, and like this whole fight, like Ilradim was supposed to be like close to me, like on like the starboard side, and then I see that he's gone, but then like Randman is there, so I think Sho would just be like, are they the same person? As he like pops up into the fight, like thinking that, and then I think though he would then turn around and notice that Captain Billy Jones is fighting the priestess, so he would immediately rush over and try to attack her.
Cool. You should have enough movement to get at least close.
I think
where
an
you're
athletics
at-
check and just go over the thing.
Yeah,
You
I'll just
can,
jump
and you
over with
do-
my boots.
You do have advantage, so you should be able to jump up and clear that pretty easily. So
I got double 8s, so I don't know what it was. If that is enough, actually.
8 plus 6, 14.
Yeah.
It's enough.
Okay. So I will get up there, and Sho is like incensed that like he just feels like everyone around him is like incompetent right now, and he's just gonna go immediately and try to just swing and punch this high priestess in the face.
Nice. Will you roll a d20 for that? Plus, again, you have 2 to add to it, so I believe it's an 8.
So that is 17 plus whatever. 8.
Yeah, it hits. Fucking answer. And then roll a d4 plus 6.
So 7 total.
Perfect. How do you want to beat this priest up and kill her?
I think he would like come in like from the left of the captain and just like go straight for the face and just try to like beat her to the ground.
Perfect. So essentially what you guys all see is you see Sho fucking leap up and like with ease hop over to it and just fucking clobber this priestess right in the face, who looks shocked and surprised, had come up here to say something, and you guys have and Captain Bones is like, good hit there, boy. And he pats you on the back. And you see him, he's like, now get off me ship, as he tosses the dead body of the priest off the side. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
No.
Perfect. We will move you up here with him. And then, perfect. We got Tydox. You are up.
All right.
There is 2 enemies left to fight.
Well, after I've just been revitalized, that wonderful drink. The
You're welcome, mate.
oh, I'm gonna go at him again with these gauntlets. I think
Nice.
everything else is just all right now. But we're going for blows. So he goes at him again with the thunder gauntlets and gets. Ooh, that's not great. That's a 5 or 12. Sorry,
12.
12 to hit. Yikes.
Does not hit him.
Oh no. Well,
But Archie
shoot.
looks at you and he's like loaded up. He's got his little cigarette in his mouth. It's a little, you know, vape.
He's gonna try to hit him this time.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, as Archie is on the shoulder, ready, cocked, and loaded. Let me grab the. But he's a tiny creature, so we'll use the tiny one. Come on, baby. That is a. No, it's a 12. It's a 12 to hit. But he misses too.
He does miss.
So
You see him. He looks at you. He puffs out his e-cig, and he's like, gives you the nod, cranks it back. You know, sits back a little bit, and he's like, we're really close to this thing, so I'm gonna for sure hit this thing. And you see the little tiny missile fly through and fucking blow up the side of the ship over like a little bit off to the ship. It doesn't do any more damage to the ship, but you see it just fucking explode off to the side over there.
What's 2
And
more boards, right?
Yeah, you see his eyes just launch and his mouth gets wide with the cigarette still at the very bottom of it. He just like, you know, flips his hands. You know, as he looks back.
Archie, it's all right. It's all right. We just got a few more calibrations to do. It's just few. It's trial run, okay? It's the very first one.
You see him toss out toss the bazooka, and it folds out into a bunch of clunks and bolts, and then he just puts his hands up like this.
Sits there.
Yeah. So then we go to, unless you want to move.
I think what I would do after that, we would try to not necessarily run away, but we would just try to get Raven behind us a little bit to protect.
Yeah, try to position.
To be like,
okay, yeah.
All right, well, we got this, Raven. You go heal somebody, all right? Pass out more of them drinks. That was fantastic. We'll take care of this.
I got another one brewing up.
Perfect. We go to Randman. You're up.
All right. Well, we saw the other big creature go down. He saw this creature. Looks at this creature. It's pretty bruised up. So he's like, oh, well, these guys are chumps. Piece of cake, you know, not knowing the whole fight that went on before he came here.
Sweet.
So he's just gonna attack this guy again, I guess, with his slingshot. Roll. Let's see. 20. Ooh, that is a 4 plus whatever was it? Was it 4 plus 4?
Plus 8. Is plus 8 to hit.
Because that's a 12.
It misses.
Yeah.
Oh, plus 8 to hit. That's crazy.
You're also
He still manages
really
to
close
miss.
to him, and typically with like ranged weapons and ranged combat, if you're trying to attack something within, I think it's like 10 feet, you would typically attack with disadvantage. I didn't count it for this one, but typically that's what would be happening. Is it? So it makes sense. You got the slingshot, and you're like really close to him, and you're like and it fucking zips through the coral slasher. Not very accurate up close. So
And it just takes out a bit of the side fencing on the ship.
Perfect. Captain Billy Bones, he starts shouting out orders. Down to starboard, get these goddamn mother, and he just starts screaming all sorts of nonsense, and yelling commands at people. You know, the crewmates start running around and moving, and he's like, "We're gonna shake this beast off of it," as he attempts to spin the boat again, like he did before, and he fucking nails that shit. And you see a couple of the tentacles rip off of this octopus and fly up. And then you see the octopus is now airborne. And it is now up in the air. As Captain Billy Bones is a fucking G.
Yeah.
Spins the boat. Logically, anybody who's watching is like, that wouldn't really happen. Shut up. This is my game. So, just so that's for you.
He Tokyo drifted those tentacles off.
Yeah, he Tokyo drifted off. He rolled a nat 20, and I wanted something cool to happen. So that's what happened. Fuck you guys. The first mate, he has now
Respectfully appreciate you
stood
watching.
up. And yeah, respectfully, thank you guys for being here. You see that he gets up and he goes, "Oi, it just takes a little bit to hit this guy." And he goes to hit this guy, and he misses because he sucks at hitting people. And so you see, roll a 6 after a nat 20. So he stabs through the coral smasher with his thing. You know, he's all pop up, and he's like, "Oh, all right, you know, all this," and you know, gets in, stabs right through and misses, and he's like, "Fuck." And the rest of the crew members are now running in trying to fix the boat. And we go to the last enemies. Oh god, this is my like 10th in that one. Dude, being a DM sucks.
That one's the worst.
I am rolling more often, so it makes more sense. The coral smasher misses entirely, and then you see the octopus up in the air. He squirts ink at all of you guys now that he's up in the air.
Oh no.
So you guys need to roll a dexterity saving throw. Everybody that's within this little area. So everybody besides Tydox, or no, not Tydox, sorry, Shonen and Urt. So everybody else. L has also, he was attached to one of the tentacles that was kind of like loose and about. He is now on the boat. Just
Dexterity
incapacitated.
Oh
saving?
my god.
Yeah.
I got a nat 1 minus 1.
Oh.
0.
And
Ooh.
absolute 0.
0. Look at that.
Wow.
Nothing.
He is built different.
I got a 19.
As a
I got
15.
14.
15 or higher.
Ooh.
Okay, so every the other two of you guys are now blinded. You take ink right to the mouth and right to the eyeball.
Jesus. As a wise ASMR once said, "Can I dual wield both my balls, please?"
You are blinded, meaning you have to cause disadvantage to any of your attacks or things. Random for you, you know you have your special eye. You see half of it kind of smear off, and the other half, the half that's not your golden eye, is blinded. Your golden eye actually still sees fine.
Nice. He gets
so
it. Gets some in his mouth. He does it. He takes a little taste.
Yeah, he
He's a little
definitely
lick.
tastes this and is like, it tastes disgusting. So, not
Take
as
your
good.
pasta.
And then Raven, for you, it misses. So, but you are up.
So I was hoping the 4 other guys that went before me actually hit this guy. So
Me too. He
yeah.
has like 2 HP. So. A lot of people I wish hit him.
What's the penalty for disengaging if I choose to?
If you use your action to disengage, nothing happens. But if you just to leave, the Coral Smasher has a chance to attack you.
So your disengage is going to take the place of your action, so you couldn't use your main attack.
Yeah.
But you still have a bonus action.
Right, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna trust that Tydox can get it done this time, for what it's worth. So I am
He's
going
now
to.
blind.
I'm
Yes.
making a new concoction for you.
Oh yeah.
And this particular drink, using lesser restoration, is getting poured directly into your eyes to cure you of your blindness.
Yes.
It just washes it out.
What a guy, dude. Hey, he's like squirting all this stuff together. It's really just like, water, but like clear water. And it just fully like restores your vision. Tie-dye. You're blind for a little bit, and your eyes are like your most prominent feature about you. So you're like, oh God, my eyes. Oh no, I can see. It's good. We're good.
Yeah. He's trying to get like the mechanical, like, oh, RJ, because since Archie, I think he gets to roll separately, but he's got like a 15 dex, so he probably would have made that saving throw if we would have done anything. But
I'll see. Right now, he did not.
before
I rolled
he did
another
make
that
it.
one, bro.
Jesus.
Damn it.
That's
I'm
nutty.
getting new dice.
Nuts.
You
I need some weighted dice.
I've rolled so many, bro. It's heartbreaking. This is my first time as like a
Wow.
real DM, so this is tough. But
Hilarious. Trust the dice. Embrace the story. Chaos.
yeah, I mean, trust the dice. Archie's
Dice don't
upset.
lie.
He is. You see him trying to pull up little like windshield wipers on his eyes, and he's just slipping through them, and he's got all this stuff in his eyes, so he can't see anything.
My goodness.
But he's a mechanical robot, so he's probably gonna be fine.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna move to this side of the guy in preparation for hopefully my next turn. What I want to do.
Sick. L is incapacitated, so he is gone. So you are up. There's 2 enemies left.
I'm trying to make sure. Is the Kraken in this blue guy, right?
Yeah. Giant octopus, but yes.
Can
There's a
I?
separate stat block for Krakens.
Am I even able to attack the octopus from where I'm at? Or
Yeah.
can I move like close to the?
He's up in the
side of
air.
board? He's up in
If you
the air
have
right
some
now?
sort of long range weapon, yeah, you can attack his tentacles that are wrapped around the side of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Fly.
I know. Then I was gonna do something really silly, but
Do it. Embrace the chaos.
no, I know. I think I'm just gonna hold off, and then I'm trying to figure out what the best course of action to be. You said the octopus is in the air right now. Do I have any idea where he's coming down? Is he coming back down
He's
in the
going to
water?
be coming down right about here.
Oh,
Is
hold on
the
one second.
trajectory that he looks like he's going.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah. I'll
Then
get rid
to
of
be
these other ones.
okay. Then to be honest, all I'm probably gonna do is I can move 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm probably just gonna move. I can see where he's at, and I'm going to start running towards the octopus with my two-handed, with my greatsword out, and that's probably gonna be the end of my turn.
If you're not using your bonus action to dash, which would double your movement speed to just literally
you
get you in
can't.
position.
You can't use it. You can use their action to bonus action. Only rogues can actually use their bonus action to
Bonus
dash.
action.
But if you want, you can dash over somewhere, or if you're not going to attack or do anything, you can use a dash to move for sure.
Yeah, so your movement plus your action. Your
I
action
mean,
could be dash.
Can I use approach on a target that's in the air that has control? Does it work that way?
Is that a spell that you have?
Yeah, it's command where I can do a tip where I can do multiple ones.
Yes, you can.
So like it's in the air and I can say approach and then bring it towards me.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to do that.
It won't move towards you. It will. So basically, what approach will do is that you'll tell the octopus if it fails its saving throw. It will then move.
Oh,
it
okay,
doesn't
got you.
It doesn't like force pull it to you.
Okay, so then I don't even need to move. But what I am going to do is I'll probably just move slightly more towards the center of here, and then I will stay right here, and then I will just do approach on it.
Okay.
And then so I think it needs to
And-
make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. And it fails. Who
Sweet.
knew
Oh, God.
octopuses were not very wise?
Jesus.
So it fails, and at the start of its turn, it will head towards you.
Okay.
Through everyone.
Through
But okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's what you guys for taking so long for taking.
Where to get-
How about you guys kill your enemy? I'm ready to fight.
he's got straight up martial combat, and he still finds a way to crowd control us all.
Show, you are up.
Okay, so I know the octopus is like up there. Like, it's just do his tentacles go out further, or is he just like solely up there, basically?
His tentacles, basically his whole reach is this whole little area.
Okay.
He had some tentacles that are, like around here
Mm-hmm.
or around these little cannons. They have been snapped off of his body, so he has about
Okay.
6 tentacles left that are there. The other 2 are, he has 5 actually, because one of them was holding our demon. He's still wrapped up inside a tentacle.
Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to pick up a cannonball and throw it at the octopus.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
And so like basically I think Sho would try to like run up as far as he could, and then pick it up and throw it. Just like as hard as like baseball overhand, not softball, like we're going like pitcher style.
Perfect. Go ahead and
Listen,
roll
guys,
your unarmed strike. We'll use that as the improvised weapon. So it'll be plus 6, plus 2. So you have plus 8 to hit this.
Plus 8, so that is a 9 plus 17.
Oh.
Okay. The giant octopus does not have a very high AC, so you definitely hit him.
And then
It'll be 1d4 plus 6.
10 damage.
Dang.
Nice.
Got him.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do? You also get a frenzy attack. You're not within melee distance. So never mind.
I know,
Never
right?
mind.
So no, I just want to get as close as I can and then throw that. And I think that I don't think I'm close enough to like grapple him or anything really. So
Perfect. Where did your character even go? Oh, I see now. Okay. Blend in with the stairs. Tydox, you are up. There are 2 enemies left still.
All right. So for the third time, we are still just going to try to punch this guy in the face.
There are so many people on this one guy.
I know, right?
And he has only had like 2 HP for a very long 2 or 3
Right.
rounds of combat. I thought this combat was going to go way different. There are still 2 other things that I want to do tonight that we'll split into.
Change my mind. I'm gonna use my bonus action, and is Archie blind? He's a robot.
Archie is blind, yes. But he is a robot, so it doesn't really affect him the same way that it would
We're
affect
just gonna send. We're just gonna send it. He's gonna roll to see if he can beat a 12. Because why not try to kill him one first? Come on, Archie, believe in you. Hey, fuck! I gotta roll it again.
He needs to hit a 14 with
Oh,
disadvantage.
16
With disadvantage.
with a disadvantage. All right, I'll roll it a third time. No, it's a 14.
14 hits. Perfect.
14 hits him. Oh
Yeah.
God, thank you.
So you see him dust off. You see the little like windshield, and you see him. He fucking like got a bone to pick. All the bolts and pieces of his bazooka. He fucking pulls that shit back together, and he's like, flicks the cigarette and fucking yeet and shoots the bazooka at him.
Nice.
He does not do very much damage, so let's see if it kills him. Because oh, it does plus. Okay, yeah, no,
I think it does.
it does kill him. It's 1d4 + 2. So
Yeah.
no matter what he does,
He's gotta kill him, right?
He does kill
Okay.
him. So nice. There's a chance. I was thinking there's a chance that it might be too low, but
It's a straight
you
nat
see-
one.
Yeah, you see Archie fucking flicks the cigarette out of his hand. Cool guy, little. It's a vape, so there's no like real fire or anything that goes out. But in his head, it's like the coolest thing. So he
Yeah.
flicks it over to the oil that's behind him, and nothing happens. But in his head, it's
Because
like
he wanted it to
yeah,
explode.
fires are going out in the background, and he's like, "I'm getting too old for this shit," and just fucking yeets the bazooka. And you see a little. You guys see the most like a toothpick, basically a tiny little missile just shoot through and fucking hits this guy and explodes the coral smasher into like guts and pieces like all over his place. Like it's a massive explosion for such a little tiny missile. So you see him just fucking like burst into nothing but guts. Raven and Ranman, could you guys roll me a dex saving throw?
Ooh.
Tidoc's probably 2 as well, but
12.
There's a 21.
12,
Okay. Oh. Nope. 13.
13.
I got 21.
Okay, Ranman, you all of it did like right around your whole body. So there's just like almost like a force field. Everything around you gets absolutely splattered with the blood and guts of the Sahuagin, which is like this green, bluey, like sea foam color. Tydox, you get absolutely covered in it. Raven, you also get covered in it. Raven, can you roll me a con saving throw?
Let's see.
14.
Not you. 14. Raven, you barely hold back vomit and throw up. You're about to throw up.
Not 20.
Oh.
Ramen, you're good. Yeah, you've been good.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, you took this like a champ, but this coral smasher has now died. That is your bonus action, Tydox. You still have
Hell
an
yeah.
action. And
So-
you have one enemy left.
And since I'm not gonna jump or do anything, I believe I'm just gonna magic missile him.
Magic missile.
Magic missile. Let's see what we get. We get a
Oh,
4.
shit.
So, a little shoulder cannon, like in Iron Man. He just pops that out of there and he's calculating.
Yeah, and
we
your
don't have time.
magic missile hits automatically. So
Yeah, so it's just straight up 4 damage.
yeah. So you see, you guys see the little like thing spark out and shoot a little missile. It's Octopus, who was gonna leave, but now
No, I'm killing that thing.
Ranman, you were up.
All right. Well, this floor is all clear. I guess Raymond's gonna wander upstairs, see the octopus.
Gotcha. With his slingshot up close combat.
He still has, although he still has the ink in his eyes, so he can't. He kind of half sees it. He
Yeah,
sees something.
yeah.
He sees a big orange something.
He's like, God damn it, what's going on? He's completely blinded, also, just for a point of reference. And all of the blood and guts just completely avoided him. And he was just standing completely still and just covered in ink. But perfect. So
It's
you
okay.
go upstairs, is that what you said? So up this
Yeah.
way. Perfect.
All right, up there. All right. Let's see. I guess I should clean my eyes.
Did we
Cool.
know that Urt casted like a summon spell, like a suggestion for this octopus to move closer to him?
Oh, you probably heard him say approach.
Because it's probably pretty loud. It's like approach, like.
Yeah.
Because I didn't actually move, so I think I'm gonna stay put. Stay. He's a big
Uh,
octopus.
Raymond, to clear out your eyes, you're good to clear them out as like a bonus.
All right.
action.
Yeah. He finds like a bucket of water.
Yeah. As you're walking up, you see a bucket of piss that one of the crew members says,
No.
and
At least it only sting one eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now his other eye is also yellow.
Yeah, you pour it over your face and it smells terrible. You're like, why would they just keep a piss bucket up here? But these are dirty, gross pirates. So they don't have a bathroom within this entire ship. So where do you think they go? And yeah, you clear off your eyes. That does just use a bonus action, so you're good to use.
Okay, bonus action.
Yeah.
What's here? I guess he could just stay there. Just about 10 feet.
Cool.
He'll try and hit one of his legs. Maybe it'll hurt it a bit.
Sick, man. He has done damage, so go ahead and use your other D8 as well.
Oh. 22.
Okay, I was like, you need to roll a 3 or higher. So
Yeah, it's a pretty big thing. Hard to miss.
Yeah, hard to miss. 2d8 plus 4.
All right.
Because that'll include your.
I have a 15 total.
Sweet, and that's with the plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. How do you want to kill this thing?
Oh.
No! They kill
I guess I get the kill. I guess the rock just goes straight into one of the eyes.
It's like wailing around, going crazy, and you're like, flies through slow motion. It goes through one end and then out the other.
Yeah.
And the octopus just slumps over, hangs over the side of the ship. You hear Captain Billy Bone. Aye, good shot, mate. I couldn't have done it better myself. What a fun trip we had here. Nothing bad ever happens on our ship at all.
Raymond doesn't even know who he is. It's like, oh, yeah,
who is this guy?
Thank you, sir.
Show, I think, would have also been basically cheering next to Billy Bones, and then been like, oh
yeah. Perfect. And so that takes us out of combat. We have a little bit more to go. I want to respect some of you guys' time. We have essentially 2 more things to do. We obviously won't do the second one fully. We could end it right here, and I could do a little outro, or we could do a little bit longer in the next kind of scene that I had prepped. Could either work as a good intro for next session, or could be a good outro for this session. So I'll leave it up to you guys. I know we got to start it late today, so but great job on your first combat.
Yeah. Draw it out as long as we can.
I say
yeah.
for a man down that maybe we should just hold on.
Probably a good idea to
probably wait. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So essentially, what you guys do, you start seeing all the deck captains. They start sweeping up all of the guts and blood of the Sahuagin, and you see Captain Chalador. He pulls out like a whiteboard essentially, but it's like a wooden board, and it says days since last accident, and he erases the the board that he had that was 100 something days or whatever, and he marks it off, and he now puts 0 on the side, and he looks a little sad and he goes, "Oh, it was a good run we had. It was a really good run." He looks at the first base. So there's 100 whole days. That's a lot. We did good. Great job. He's high-fiving everybody. And the captain, Billy Bones, he looks at everyone and he goes, "Well, best be off. We're almost there." And, begins to start sailing away. Any last minute role-playing opportunities you guys have? Basically, we'll do one more long rest and you guys will get there in the morning. So it'll be about 8 hours, 12 hours left before you guys get to the coast. So at this point, you guys can either sleep, eat, long rest here in this. You can. Doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping in this world. I know in typical D&D it does. But you do have to rest at some point. But you guys can use that time. Resting could look like a lot of different things. It doesn't necessarily have to mean just sleeping. It can mean like you're chilling, eating. As long as you're not doing any strenuous activities, we'll count it as a long rest.
Is one of the octopus tentacles still on board?
Yeah, the whole octopus is on board. So
I'm kind of looking at the octopus, and then I'm looking over at Raven. I was like, Raven, you think you can do something with that?
I mean, we can try. It's better than that stew he's cooking over there. I'd rather eat that. I think this
Hold on a
kitchen.
minute. He's
Fresh,
just,
we know.
I got this fancy kitchen knife, so I think like we could definitely cut up and make some sushi.
Let's go put it to the test. And just goes out lugging that octopus. I'll grab one of the legs there.
you see
the
the
kitchen.
bartender downstairs who was, putting some of your throw up into this like stew. He's like, oh, dinner's almost ready. Aren't you excited for it? As you walk up with the octopus, his face drops. And he's like, it always happens. I never get to make the things that I want to make. Walks away, just like butthurt that. This yeah. Anything else as you guys are gathering these foods for?
I think Show would have been like very unimpressed with like everybody. And so he would have, but then he saw like Ranman at the end finish it, like, with ink in his eye, and he did his Xing Fa, and so I feel like Show is like really respecting like Ranman, and he goes up to him and he's just like, well, buddy, that was a real good shot. I was really impressed with your fighting out there today. You got a lot of experience with that?
I do. Oh, I do all the time when I defend our beet fields. You can't imagine how many creatures come after a delicious beet.
Oh, beets. Oh, you grew up as a farmer? Me too. My family grew wheat though, so we had to deal a lot with a lot of vermin trying to come up and eat the grain.
Oh yeah, we farm respectable trade. As long as you're not a dirty turnip farmer.
Oh no! Oh, of course not. No turnips around here, sir.
That's good. Bad luck those turnip farmers. All right. Also, I pick up some of the pebbles. The one that I shot over the railing. That's a goner, but
Yeah.
There's a little pebble left where the guy blew up, and the one that went through the octopus got stuck in the one mass that we have left over.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say you have probably like 18 pebbles now at this point.
All right.
If you're keeping track. Yeah, and so the rest of it, the deck, they're putting the mask back on to that like been slung over. They picked up some of the broken parts, and you see them. They've kind of like duct taped almost the fantasy equivalent of duct tape. It's a shitty job this putting together the ship in general, and it just looks that much worse now that they've done it. So they've now like put this together, and it's and Captain Billy Bones, he looks like fine work, mates, as he's like looking at it, proud of everything that it's done, and he's giving everybody, he's like, we're good at this, So
We're good. We're good at this.
Tidos would be like, he would be like, I love, like the Marie Kondo, like, I love mess, and it's like, oh, this is my opportunity to fix it.
Right now, he's trying to distract himself from the fact that they're doing a horrid job. This is just shoddy craftsmanship all the way around. So him and Archie are adjusting. They're doing the calibrations for their tinkering because they're, they missed a couple of times. Some pretty point blank stuff. So
you see Archie has like a welding mask on at this point as well, trying to like, through some of his bazookas, and then
yeah, he's probably on the shoulder, and talk to him. Archie, we got this. Okay, it was just a preliminary round. We got a lot of data. We collected everything. This is gonna be great. We'll play it back, okay? And then we'll just make improvements. So that's what we're shooting a couple of like test missiles out, making sure you see the sparks of the gauntlets strike up a couple of times.
Yeah, you see Archie again. He's has his welding mask on. He's like welding out his bazooka, trying to get like a. He puts like a little infrared like laser on it for calibration, and then you see him just like shoot this little tiny missile off the side of the ship, and just a fucking huge explosion goes off. And it smokes. It sends it forward where they're going, and the smoke just sinks back onto Tydox and Archie. And Archie's covered in black soot, and Tydox, his hair, shoots back, and he's like, they're like,
Sorry.
The work that was just done on that mast, part of it gets blown off, and that. The deckhands that were working on it are just like, they look back at Tydox and they're just like, shaking their head.
We'll help you fix it. It's okay. Once we make port, we get some better supplies. We'll do a little better.
You see two
Trust me, we got it.
of the deckhands are like sitting on top of each other as like a ladder. And the other one just has the hammer up top, and he's just like, he like hops down from the shoulders of the other one. I mean, they're human, so they're like, normal sized people, and you see them just like using each other for stools, and they have no sense of how to do any of this. Yeah, and unless there's anything else that you guys want to do, whether it's together
calamari,
or if you just want to have a little party, role play with each other, that would be it.
We'll
Good.
just eat our sushi.
Heck yeah, sushi time.
So we pan over to you guys, typical anime fashion. Captain Earth's, eating all sorts of bowls of, octopus. I mean, it's a massive octopus, so there's plenty of food for you guys to eat. You guys see you're clinking drinks around. It's a happy scene as you guys ride off into the sunset as it starts to get dark. And the adventure waits until next time. So, thank you guys so much for joining us on this as we end session 2. Check us out in 2 weeks as we come back for session 3 as we make our way into the Brood Mother's cave. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys. We'll see you later.